Backline comedy show. Backline on Nebraska. Natalie on tech. Iris the bouncer. And our host, Brooke Barcel. Backline comedy show. Backline comedy show. Backline comedy show. Backline comedy show. Yeah. Here's Brooke.
No, it's not. I just wasn't saying anything. Can you hear me?
Yes.
I know. I wasn't muted. Oh, geez. Hi. Hello, everyone. I'm Brooke. I'm the host of the show. This is the Backline.
Oh. No.
No.
Hell no. That's that
Well,
Cox.
they're
That's
very
that Cox internet, baby.
Best I've seen.
Yeah.
That's not even Cox internet. That's
the thing about this show. We all get our 3 minutes. So when it's our 3 minutes, it's our 3 minutes. We're not going to talk over each other. We can clap. We can applaud. We can do all of that fun stuff. But yeah, I love it. This is really fun. I'm looking around the room and I've got a lot of really cool faces. Everyone got muted, but I do want you all to shout out where you're from. I'm from Omaha, Nebraska. Where are you people from?
I forgot what I wrote down this week.
Chicago.
Dallas, Texas, baby. Dallas, Texas, baby.
New Jersey. San Francisco.
Yeah. And you could probably already tell there's a couple comedians in the group. There are actually a lot. I think all of them here try. I mean, are very, 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 very funny. We're all going to do our best. I should say this is an open mic. This is an open mic. We're just doing our new stuff, basically. Some of us are here to impress. Some of us are here to try new things. We're at lots and lots of different levels. Some of people have been doing it for years and years. Some people, this is their second or first open mic ever. It's pretty. Thank you. They said, Brooke, why are you doing all your computer stuff in your bedroom? And they said, apparently not. I upgraded my internet. I got Cox. They said Cox is what I needed. They said Cox is the good one. I thought that's what I needed, but I don't think that's it. I think I need something a little bit more than that, maybe. I said I needed hardwired, and they said, this will be fine. Look, this is fine. Cox is strong. Cox is good. I'm like, nah, it's weak. Drill through my brick. Put a hotspot in my room. I don't care if it's 3 layers of brick. I don't know. Sorry about that. I don't know what to do. I tried to fix it. We're doing our best. Other people are going to have a real connection. They're going to be so stable. If you're looking for stability, wrong spot. If you're looking for a hot spot, maybe it's the right one. Boy. I planned all these jokes and then I didn't realize I was going to freeze and waste half my time. But like I said, we got a lot of people in here. We're going to have a really fun show. Lots of really, really fun people in the room. I'm just going to get it going. We have Trish Sullivan on deck. She's fantastic. But first, from Wales, the UK, I kind of want to sit on his lap. I don't know why. Maybe you'll figure it out. Yeah. All right, everybody, please put your
Hello, everyone. Yeah, just to start things off, I thought I'd play a short carol song. Hope you like it. Carol. Hope you liked it. Brilliant. Okay. Christmas. What a unique time of year. The only time of year when a guy can keep stockings in the bedroom without looking awkward. And I'm very thankful actually, because I've finally finished my Christmas shopping now. Finally got out of the way. And speaking of awkwardness, it was actually a very awkward time actually, because I went to a charity shop, although in America you call them thrift shops. Thrift shops, is that right?
Uh-huh.
Yep. So it was. You could say it was thriftmas shopping, if you will. Yeah. And yeah, we I was looking around, looking for presents. I was looking around the games, and I saw the weirdest game, and I swear to God, this is true. 50 Shades of Grey Monopoly. And with the tagline, play the game and explore your inner goddess. And I just thought, okay, I'm just going to pretend that doesn't exist. I'm going to pretend it doesn't exist. But what makes things worse is this old woman comes along, picks up the 50 Shades of Grey game, and this is what she did. She was like, I mean, the things that were going through her head at the time, I do not want to think, like, you know, you know, with age comes experience. Or, yeah, just, and so I tried to avoid it like the plague. I tried to avoid it like the plague of us. And I saw my wife, and she actually she actually got some robin knickers, which funny enough was a career choice I was thinking of for a while. Robin knickers. Robin knickers. And yeah. And there was music playing in the background. And actually, at one point, I actually thought I misheard the song I did. So I decked my balls with boughs of holly, I did. Needless to say, I felt a total prick after that. And, yeah, but then I was trying to avoid this old woman like the plague, do all the shopping there, put it onto the counter. And it was really heavy. There was so many bags there. I was trying to get there. And this old woman, she's at the end saying, "Go on, love. I like a man with muscles."
Ooh.
You know, at Christmas, I can make you come more than once a year. So with that disturbing image in mind, Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. Thank you.
Richard Newman, everybody. Can you see me? Can you hear me? Am I in the real time or the Oh, yay. Yeah. We're in a little bit now. Cool. All right. On deck is Carly from New York City, our next comedian. Thank you, Richard. You're fantastic. It's so good to see you. Thank you for staying up for us.
See you again soon.
Very, very soon. Thank you.
Oh.
So Trish has a show called Is It Hot in Here? And it's a comedy show with a bunch of hot ladies usually. Whatever she decides to put on the lineup. But she has one this Friday, and I'm on it. And there might be other people in the room that are on it. I'm trying not to take everything in, just a little at a time. Carly's on deck. Next comedian. Please put your hands together. Welcome to the screen, Trish Sullivan.
Woo! It's me. So I have to answer a few questions. No, I do not have a good meatloaf recipe. No, I was not your lunch lady in your little cafeteria. And yes, I am a lot like Carol Baskin. And if you piss me off, I will feed you the 47 cats that are living in my backyard. So have you ever gotten any criticism that like completely unsolicited that you weren't expecting and you're not really sure what to do with? No, nobody ever, only me. Last week, I was pulled aside at work, or like pulled aside into a Zoom at work, and had somebody discuss the way I breathe. We don't like the way you breathe. I'm not sure if I breathe too fast or too hard or too soft or too often, but I was criticized for my breathing. And I even said, you realize I am a comedian and I am legally obligated to include this in my comedy. So I was talking to a friend of mine about this, and he's 6'4", and he told me at his job, his manager said to him one day, could you be quite not so large? Could you be like 20-25% smaller? So apparently I'm not the only one that gets some weird criticism. So I've learned a few things in the last few months. I've learned that you could be both agoraphobic, which is the fear of being outside, and claustrophobic, which I'm going to assume you know what that is. If you're also just a little bit germophobic.
Mm.
So I was talking to some friends of mine recently about the stupid things women do to make themselves more attractive to men. And one of them said she does her own Brazilians. Now, that's gotta hurt like hell, right? But honestly, all I could think is she must be so limber. I can't even flip my own toenails. How the hell is she doing that? So in the before times, I was out in front of a club with a friend of mine, and this really drunk, really high 20-something guy came up. Was trying to talk to us and jabbering on, and couldn't really get our attention. And finally, he leaned in and he said, "I would never rape a 50-year-old woman." Is it bad that I was flattered that he thinks I'm 50? I'm Trish. Have a great night.
Woo! Woo! Dream together for Trish.
Yeah.
Jokes were hilarious. The breathing, though. Please don't ever stop breathing. Like until it's like the exact right time. Like we need every breath, all of them. Goodness gracious. Like the holidays brings out the best, doesn't it? It just brings out the best. On deck is Darrell. Darrell, hopefully he'll pop up in any second. If not, on deck might be Virginia, which I just messaged her, so she should be popping up in here. And then the next person could also be popping up in here. Or I'll be popping up in, I don't know, anywho. Our next comedian, I haven't seen her in a while. This is exciting. I have people in Omaha that just remember her as so hilarious, and they haven't even met in real life because of this Zoom stuff. Yeah, from New York City. Let me see if there's anything. Nope, you didn't say for me to plug your little podcast or anything. Put your hands together for Carly Montag.
Oh, thank you. How did you know I have a podcast? Everybody does. It's fine. I have a sister. I feel like having a sibling means that you just want to do whatever your sibling's doing. Like you don't want to do it until your sibling's doing it, you know? Like for me, my sister started playing the piano, so I started playing the piano. My sister started playing softball, so I started playing softball. My sister started dating boys, so I kept on playing softball. My sister went to prom. I was really good at softball. She married a nice Jewish boy. I'm like, loving this whole softball thing. It's like really, really, it's really fun. When I was born, my mom didn't want to know, like when she was pregnant, if I was going to be a boy or a girl. Like I was either going to be Carly or Jeffrey. So when I was born, my mom, was like, "Doc, what is it?" And the doctor was like, "It's a chunker." Yeah, apparently gender is a construct, but being chubby is, it's undeniable. I'm a stress eater. I feel like, none of my clothes really fit because I feel like there are two types of stress. Either I'm too stressed to eat or I'm so stressed I eat too much. So my clothes are either too big or too small. Like I haven't figured out how to eat normally yet. My closet is like one size is a closet, a closet full of ice cream and pasta. And the other side is a closet full of memories, I feel like the middle of my closet is like a flyover state. The middle of my closet is Nebraska. The middle of my closet is, somewhere that people are like, I'm just gonna keep going at the other side. It's a shout out. I fall asleep a lot, usually at the wrong times. I fall asleep at parties all the time. It's crazy because I have FOMO, but I don't do anything about it. Like I don't drink caffeine. I feel like caffeine's a gateway drug to cocaine. I can't I can't figure it out. But I've seen, I fall asleep during movies a lot. I've seen a lot of beginnings of movies, a lot of ends of movies, not as many middles. The middles of movies for me are like Nebraska, no one's visiting it. Like I know at the beginning of the movie that, um, oh my God, I always forget their names. Oh my God. Jack and Titanic, quick, 10 seconds. Jack,
Pretty Girls.
Rose.
Kate Winslet.
Rose.
Okay.
Rose.
Jack and Rose meet. Jack and Rose die. I don't know what happens in the middle. That's all we need to know. Thank you guys so much. I'm Carly.
Oh.
Oh, Carly, that was so nice to see you again. Oh yeah. I feel like if Nebraska was really in your closet, you wouldn't go all the way past me. Right? Like, stop for a little bit and try it on. I don't know. Anyhow. All right. We have a little bit of trouble with our who's on deck and who is in the room, right? So we're going to play. If you're in the room, you get to do a show today. If you're not in the room, oh yeah, I'm not gonna not let, if they come, they're gonna get spots, right? If they don't come, then we're gonna keep track of how many times they don't come, and if they don't come a lot, then they might not get to get on the list.
That sounds like something Brooke would say.
Though, right? Y'all are here because you want to be here. To the new people in the room, Natalie has a timer in her window so you can see the clock the whole time, counts down. As you can see, the first couple comedians, like all stars, like landing right on the, and like 10 perfect landings. Like it's really cool. If you're not perfect yet, it's okay. There's time. We're here for you. All right, on deck now. It could be King David. It could be Lydia. It could be. Oh wow. Okay. So is any of these people here?
Yeah.
Darrell's not here yet. Virginia's not here yet. And Brenda's not here yet. All right.
Can I get like a
Lydia
sound
is
when I
on
got like
deck.
a minute left?
Our next comedian, he's from Lake Station, Indiana. He has King's Comedy open mic Wednesdays in Gary, Indiana. So if you're in Gary, Indiana, go there on Wednesdays at the Disposable Theater Improv Place. Yeah, you can pick him out of a crowd really easy. Please put your hands together for King David.
Thank you, everybody. That's just typical Brooke. They're talking about how many times people come and how many times people don't come in and over again. But anyway, I'm King David Lane. It's great to be doing stand-up comedy. I love doing stand-up. I get to meet so many interesting people. I get to meet all these white guys in their 20s that look like they're in their 40s. And I get to meet all these black guys in their 40s that look like they're in their 20s. They do say laughter's the best medicine. Do you agree with that? Does that mean Bill Cosby regrets buying Quaaludes for the last 40 years instead of just telling jokes? It's been a rough year for a lot of people. This May, some people near and dear to my heart had their prom canceled and it broke their heart, and I feel really bad for them. So I just want to spend a special shout out to R. Kelly. R. Kelly had not missed a prom since 1987, and it broke the streak. So if you see R. Kelly, give him a hug. By the way, what does R. Kelly call a girl in the quinceañera? 1 year too old. I had the most interesting thing happen in Gary when I do a lot of my comedy. A retired drag queen stabbed a dude to death because he called him an inappropriate name for gay man. Can you believe that? Drag queens can retire? What kind of benefits do they have? To think I've been wearing women's clothes all this time for free. The other interesting thing about these proms that really got messed up, though, it's like all these angry dads that didn't get to do what they like to do for prom. You know, the dads that they want to pull out their rifle and take their, young dudes dating their daughters to the study and say, whatever you do to my daughter, I'm going to do to you. Whatever you do to my daughter, son, I'm going to do to you. I'm just waiting for one of these young kids to walk up to the dad and say, ass eating's real popular, Dad. Before I get out of here, though, I want to give you 3 pieces of advice. Piece of advice number 1, never get a lap dance from a stripper named Surprise. You will not like the surprise. Worst $20 I've ever spent. Worst $60 I've ever spent. $100 down the drain. Number 2, despite the similar names to the apps, Tinder and Grindr are 2 very different things. I mean, I got my dick sucked on both of them, but my results varied a little bit. And last but not least, despite the similar names, this is for the white people, the Soul Train and the Underground Railroad, 2 completely different things. I'm King David Lane. Thanks a lot, everybody.
King David Lane, pushing the lane. Woo! I want to see pictures. That's all I say. I want to see some pictures of this. Okay. On deck is Carrie. Carrie Cool. Carrie Coulter up here on deck. Our next comedian. She's from Washington, D.C. She promises she won't run the light, but she just got so many funny things to say. We know. Please put your hands together for Lydia K.
Wait, I need 30 seconds to fix my gallery view. I wish I could like highlight the clock. That would be fantastic. They should have that as a feature, damn it, for the long-termers or whatever. That's a very morbid thing to say. I do have a lot of ideas. I don't know if they're funny. They made me laugh at some point when I found out about them. I find it kind of, like we have this vaccine, which is fantastic. Give it up for the vaccine. Okay, don't, because I only have 2-3 minutes. Well, okay, so just cut it out. Okay, I don't need extra noise. Besides the voices of my, anyway. We have the vaccine, which is great. You know what I mean? Earth-shattering, groundbreaking progress for humanity, the best ever seen in over 100 years. And yet, a good portion of our population are like, nah, I'm good. I'm cool. It's cool, right? Whatever. It's fucking depressing, man. I don't know. I mean, on the other hand, okay, and now I really mean it. Give it up to right wingers. Just do it. Just do it, goddammit. I love this crowd. Give it up to right wingers for not taking it lying down, man. They're not gonna go out without a damn fight. You know what I mean? They're like, nope, don't like it. You know what? I'm gonna fight so much that you know what? I don't even want to be a part of this country anymore. But no, you know what? In fact, it is my country. We're gonna take that country and we're taking the country. We're just taking the country and leaving. Damn it, that's it. We're taking the country. It's ours. Goodbye. I don't know where they're going because they like the geography, which is weird. So I'm like, are they gonna build a wall between them and the coastal elites? It could happen. I don't know. I'm like, part of me is like, fuck it, just do it, whatever. But then I'm like, oh shit, the coastal elites, that's going to be weird. They get the whole middle of the country, which is insane. You know what I mean? So what are we going to, that's going to be rough. But then I figured it out. I'm like, don't worry, guys. We've got Elon Musk. You know what I mean? Build us a subterranean underground railroad for people with opposable thumbs and we'll all be fine. You know what I mean? It's going to go through Chicago in one route and there's going to go through Atlanta another. They can have Ohio as far as I'm, anyway, whatever. I know that's going to be controversial. What is this? 2.6. And you know what? I'm giving my time back to the room because I owe it. Bye.
Woo! Okay. All right. Please put your hands together for Lydia and her magic time machine. Woo! Woo!
Yeah.
I mean, it wasn't a time machine. It was something cooler. Something cooler. All right, Sarah Snyder, you are on deck. Our next comedian, he is from Dallas, Texas. He is hilarious. I'm excited to hear what he's got. He's getting his eyebrows all readied up for us. Please put your hands together for Carrie Coulter.
Hey, what's up, guys? We're repping Dallas out here. I heard the nigga rib is back. Hell no. I don't trust that foreign ass substance. I'm black. The ribs I eat got bones in it. I'm 1000% out on the McRib. I don't trust McDonald's. They pissed me off with a commercial that I read the other day. They got a burger called the Impossible Burger. All of your burgers are impossible. We don't know what type of meat that is in there. That's why all these 7th graders is 6'3" with wings and shit. Because they eating these lab-made mystery meats. I don't even trust the napkins there. Them ain't real trees. They using synthetic trees and potpourri and shit. They using K2 to make them goddamn napkins. Carrie ain't about to. Carrie ain't putting that shit on my precious face, and I get melanoma and gonorrhea and gingivitis and shit on my face. Hell no. That's some bullshit. I'm single right now, mainly in part because I'm homeless, living on my friend's couch. I'm leasing the couch. I can't be at a bar and be like, hey, what's up after these drinks? You want to go chill with me on my friend's couch? It don't work like that. I thought music can help me get through this shit. I was jamming a song from the 90s called Last Night by Ash Yet. And this how the hook go. The hook go, last night, I was inside of you. Last night, while making love to you, I saw the sun, the moon, the mountains, and the rivers. I saw heaven when I made sweet love to you. Wow, that's the best vagina of all time. Can I just hug that woman? What the fuck does that woman look like? I had sex with a chick, and it felt like I was fucking a goddamn pig, and it felt like I was dying inside. I never experienced this. Shit. I thought porn can help me with the shit. So I'm watching porn. White dude was hitting it. He looked down at the girl and he go, "Damn, I can't believe you in middle school." Hell no, I cut the phone off. I sent my phone back to Renner Center. I had to go baptize myself after hearing that shit and tomato sauce and shit. I had to go do praise and worship and shit out of that.
Jesus.
Yeah. I remember I stayed with this one chick. From Tinder. I went to her house. I didn't like her couch. Her couch was so dirty. I don't even think the blood of Jesus could clean that couch. I didn't like the feng shui of her apartment. She had pictures of mermaids and penises all on the wall. Then she got me drunk, and she said she tried to fuck me. We got in her bedroom. She took all her clothes off, and she was built like Lyndon B. Johnson. Hell no, I couldn't do it. I might be homeless, but I got my dignity. Thank y'all, man. That's my set tonight.
Very cool trip, everyone from Texas. Not sleeping on my couch.
Oh
I'm
no.
not saying I would let you sleep anywhere else.
Oh shit.
You know what? I'm glad that you're coming to these mics, and I'm glad that you're sharing funny things.
Thank you.
All right, on deck now is Matt. Matt is new to our mic, I think, maybe second time. Not a stranger. She's from Chicago.
Hi, thanks, Brooke. Guys, I received some really devastating news recently. I was making fun of Timothy Chalamet to my boyfriend, like I often do. I make fun of him a lot on my Instagram story. I just think his Instagram is like really pretentious. And so I was making fun of him to my boyfriend, and he was like, "We get it. You have a crush on Timothy Chalamet." And I was like, "No." And I denied it for like 2 days, but then I realized, like, fuck, like, I had a crush on Timothy Chalamet and I didn't even know it. Like, fucking embarrassing. I have a crush on a skinny boy. Yeah, I just thought I could be better than that. But then his performance on Saturday Night Live, I was like, fuck, like, there's no turning this one back. I'm pretty much powerless now. I sometimes people think that I'm Jewish, and it's like the best compliment I could possibly get, because I'm not. But I assume that every Jewish person is like a good person. I'm like, oh, you're good and like smart and cultured, like. So thank you for thinking that I'm Jewish. It's like a really nice compliment. Cause it's like, I don't want to just be white. let me be at least Jewish white. Like embarrassing. I've never been to Portland, but I'm thinking it's like a gay Wisconsin. Looking at KJ over there. Glad you like that one. Yeah, what else? That's actually all I have, so I'll stop there.
All right. Woo, 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 woo. Sarah Snyder. And just in case I freeze and it's terrible, on deck is Erica Schweitzer, our next comedian's from New York. Please put your hands together for Matt Lipari.
Ooh, thank you. I learned something new about horse racing recently, and I learned that when a male horse wins a lot of races and retires, the owner will start selling it out to have sex with other horses so that they can like breed more winners. That begs the question, do the horses know that when they win, the rest of their life becomes a nonstop fucking spree? Because I feel like then that makes a lot more sense why they try and run so fast. Like, I thought horses race for the love of the game. They're not running for glory. They're running for pussy. It's very obvious right now. People say that Secretariat was the greatest racehorse of all time. And now I'm wondering, is that true? Was he just the horniest horse of all time? Like, is Secretary the LeBron James of horses, or was he the Harvey Weinstein of horses? I don't know. All I'm saying is the next time I'm at the racetrack, I'm going to pay very close attention. And if I see a hot girl and I see a horse just staring at her and getting excited, I am betting all of my money on that horse. I'm going to win big. All right. I love sushi. It's my favorite food. I've only really had bad sushi once in my life though. It was at this one all-you-can-eat sushi buffet, and I knew right away it was suspicious because they were serving weird food. Like they had some sushi at the buffet, and then right next to it was a platter of pizza bagels. If your sushi place is side hustling as a Chuck E. Cheese, you need to leave immediately for your own safety. That's what I learned. But I stayed, sadly, and I started eating what they called white tuna, and it was delicious. It's like one of the best fishes I've ever had in my life. And it turns out white tuna doesn't actually exist. It's really this fish called escalar. And if you eat too much, oil eventually starts secreting out of your asshole. That's true. I didn't know that. So I ate 3 full plates of nothing but raw escalar. And every time I went back for more, the cooks behind the counter started giggling to each other. And at the time I was like, what is wrong with these people? They fucking knew. They knew exactly what was going to happen to my body. Fast forward the next day, I was in my house, and thank God I went to take a dump. And the second I sat on the toilet, oil everywhere. It was disgusting. I feel like you can't ever truly say you've been scared until you have a faucet of oil coming out of your ass and you have no idea where it came from. So I was frightened. The color was strange. It was like bright orange. If you walked in on me, it would look like I was squeezing oranges between my cheeks, like a nice crunch in the bathroom. I had to get in the shower to clean it all up, and then I figured out it was the fish. It was like a ridiculous amount of oil, though. Like in hindsight, I should have done stuff with it. Like people used to go whaling for oil like that. It's not every day you have a free natural resource coming out of your ass. I could have done a lot. I had some creaky door hinges. I could have bit on them. People walk into my apartment. They're like, "Why does your door smell like shit?" It's a long story. Why don't we come talk about it over some orange juice? Perfect timing. Wow, thank you guys. That was beautiful.
Thank you, Matt. Thank you, Matt. I'm sorry for eating all of that and what you did to yourself.
Okay.
I know I've done similar things, all for different reasons, I'm sure. I hope you come back. We are a fun little group, a whole bunch of odd ducks, so I'll flop it around. All right, on deck now is Virginia. Virginia, you're on deck. Our next comedian from Chicago. She's the co-host of the Big D. Yeah, it's on the 17th. It's a hot Medusa comedy show. You know what? These might be 3 different things. I think she's the co-host of the Big D. She has a hot Medusa comedy show on Thursday the 17th. And then Friday, she is on Comedy Test Kitchen. Basically, she's fabulous. If you don't know her already, Follow her on all this stuff and put her in your shows. Please put your hands together for Erica Schweitzer.
Thank you so much, Brooke. I really appreciate it. Y'all realize that last year, Marie Kondo sparked so much joy that she gave us the Great Dumpster Fire 2020. I mean, we threw away so much. We got this. I threw my whole marriage away. Imagine living for lifetime movie marathons. I mean, I went to China to pursue joy. And nothing you know about China smacks of joy. I mean, living there at the beginning of this year, I came home because I realized that America is the only place where even the starving artists are obese. Love it here. I'm a Taurus, which means I love creature comforts, you know, like food and wine and sex. But I don't want to blame when I was born on my diabetes. And I'm pretty sure zombies don't have high blood pressure. Anyway, leading up to the election, it got so bad that I was stress eating gummy vitamins. And I was trying out a new medication called Victoza, right? And that sounds like the name of a mobster who wears smart suits with sandals. Victoza over here, you know? And while I was over in China, I was teaching English. So, you know, I'm a stickler. I decided I was going to read a review before I started taking the medication. The first review I saw said, difficult to asses. So English teacher Erica is like, oh, the baby tried, you know. Real Erica is like, difficult to asses. Go quantum physics on this ass, okay? That's what I'm talking about. I'll close out on this. My boyfriend and I were watching a guy dressed up in cowboy gear doing a speed run of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Because what else do you do on a Wednesday at 4:00? And he reminded me that he's a skilled player and he actually gave up on finishing that game. And I thought that was a sound metaphor for my life. I'm a skilled player too, but I cheat. Thank y'all, America Switzer.
Erica Switzer, everyone, from Chicago. I'm going to say this, I'll probably say it again, but put your social media information in the chat for the people that are here in the Zoom so we can all be friends forever and ever and ever. And then on the live feed, if you want the people that are watching the live feed to also participate in this, you know, hearts each other's stuff and share each other's stuff and all of that. Y'all are looking pretty good. I'm having a good time. I hope you're having a good time. Woo! We're going to keep going. Yeah. Whoop, whoop, whoop. On deck is Ashwin, our next comedian. She is fantastic. She's a lot of fun. She is a little bit late, but she is here now. Please put your hands together for Virginia Diaz Harper. Woo! You're on mute. You're on mute. There you go.
No.
I know. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. Just being silly now. I like to start off with a collective draw. You know, I love those. This is like that. It puts you in the hospital. Let's see. All right. What we got here? Damn, I can't read. Without you in it, the world would be a less friendly place. Damn right. Brenda brought me to Brooke, and you found Brooke. And I'll tell you what, in comedy, it was awesome to be refreshing and do a starting gig and have someone that's friendly. The only way back in my day when I started, the only way to be friendly was to give head. And you never got time anyway, so it's all good. Yeah, it's all good. Never waste on head. Never wasted. So it's practice, right? I was like going through a lot of things that are happening on TV, and it's like a lot of these bad mom TV, shows. Bad dad, bad Santa. I want to see bad Christian. For real, they're everywhere. I will call you on it. Yeah. All right, let a Christian call out a Christian. All right, y'all acting very unchristian. Don't let me find out where you live, and don't make me your friend on Facebook because you're gonna get a lot of naughty shit on your feed. I'm just saying, Christian to Christian. It's all good, but a lot of you guys have seen no evil, hear no evil, speak no evil. Let's make it a little simple, okay? How about don't be blind to what's happening in front of you. Don't be deaf like you didn't hear what is happening. You know better. And don't be dumb. Open your mouth, use your jokes, lighten the load because it'll help you out. It's helped me out. And not only will it help ourselves, but we could help so many others. So that's my time. I'm putting it back into the beautiful pond that I love swimming in. I love you guys. Virginia Diaz Harper.
Little jokes mixed with a little lesson, mixed with filling our hearts up. That was so nice. Thank you. Thank you. It's not all hearts, but it is a lot of unicorn farts. Brenda Brown was supposed to be here. Last week was her first time ever trying stand-up comedy, or maybe it was like 2 weeks ago she was here, and she really liked this place. She said y'all were very, very sweet to her, and she did want to come back. So hopefully she'll be back again soon. If you haven't checked out her on Sauced in the City, they do a lot of improvised game shows. It's really fun, really silly. It really gets you on the top of your game. So something to check out if you haven't already. Okay, Bob, you are on deck. Thank you. Thank you, Virginia. All right, Bob, you are on deck. Our next comedian, he's from Canada. He's been here a couple of times. He's been to the Anarchy. You can find him on the Instagram. Please put your hands together for Ashwin Singh.
Hi, everyone. I was talking to my father yesterday. He asked me how my day was going, and I said, "Really good, Dad. I'm having a great week. I've been making some progress with my therapist." And my dad said, "Oh, that's great. I hope that keeps going." And I said, "Dad, why can't you have confidence in me?" And my dad said, "You needing a therapist is the reason I have hope, not confidence."
Hope is good.
Yeah, one time I went home to my dad when I was in high school and I said, "Dad, you're not gonna believe this. I had a crush on this girl and I was talking to her today and I think she likes me too." And my dad said, "You're right. I don't believe you." After I moved here, one of my friends and I were just hanging out and I asked my friend to pass me the Coke can, and he did and said, "In our country, we say please." And I said, "Oh, I'm so sorry. Let me try again. Please shut the fuck up." Like, there are some things in life where doing them doesn't make you a good person. Not doing them makes you a shithead. Like, how much Pavlov training do you require just to learn basic courtesy? Like, what else are you going to expect me to say thank you for? Like, not shooting me when I go jogging? Like, I would be embarrassed to go to sleep at night one day. Like, how was I useful to the world today? Oh, I passed somebody the Coke can. They were very grateful. They said thank you. Sometimes I make jokes about my dad and my dad gets mad. And I tell jokes about my sisters and my sisters get mad. So if I make a joke about racists and you get mad, then, well, you can cut off both my hands and I would be able to count on my remaining fingers how many fucks I give about your discomfort. I think something gets lost about the immigrant experience is evolutions in language get lost. So I just notice things that people say that are not things anymore. Like the other day, my friend was like, Ashwin, can you roll down the windows? And I was like, do you mean press the button? Talking to his girlfriend, they were fighting, and he's like, I can't believe she hung up on me. I said, do you mean she pressed the button? Can somebody explain to me what in God's name is big dick energy? It sounds like an electricity company, first of all. Second of all, they're like, oh, it's another word for confidence. And I'm like, then why'd you invent a new word? The old one wasn't good enough? Like, make your words better. Your new word is 3 words. Thank you. Good night.
Woo! Ashwin, sing, everybody. And I think if you have to ask, you don't have it. I'm just kidding. Maybe not. I don't know. But it's like you shouldn't have the confidence, and the dick is why you're having the confidence. And that's it's a difference than just regular. Ian's nodding. Anywho, on deck. On deck is Tyler, our next comedian from New Jersey. He says to promote safety, decency, and facts. And I'm big on illusions, being risky, and being a little indecent. So hopefully he'll come back again sometime. We'll see. Please put your hands together for Bob G. Woo!
Hey everybody, my name is Bob. Say hi, Bob.
Hi, Bob.
How are you? At my age, I decided it would probably be best to get a COVID test, and I was so pleased when I got the results back. Not only was I negative, but I got a 640 on the verbal. I went to a rough high school. I thought I could avoid getting beat up by being able to run away, but it turns out all the bullies were on the track team, and we also had gangs. I was part of the Magnolia Street Ponzi schemers. And then there were the Blossom Hill house flippers and the Executive Drive insider traders. They were the worst. We had colors too: Izod, Vineyard Vines, Muted Pink. I mean, these were the mean streets. And the only thing between you and trouble was the guard at the entrance gate, and the surveillance camera, and the TSA screeners. And we had white gangs too. It got so bad, you never knew when you left your split level house in the morning if someone would hit you with a drive-by. You get hit with a week old Entenmann's donut. You tell me how it feels. But let me tell you who does a terrible job parenting. Deer. Honestly. I was invited to have dinner with the family of deer that lives behind my house, and I was absolutely appalled. First of all, neither of the deer children would finish their leaves and sticks, and the mother with the swishy tail and the big buck dad with the impressive rack didn't make them. When my children were young, they finished their leaves and sticks, but they didn't go outside and play. Then this whole family decided they need to go to the Kohl's across the street because, I don't know, there were some berries on the street, on the stores, on the trees behind the store. So we're waiting for the light, and all of a sudden, the whole deer family just bolts across the road, and they don't even look both ways on the road, right? I mean, we were told not to run with scissors. You ever see a deer run? And why do they run from a forest or a field to a parking lot? Is there better eating at the Walmart? And the reason I'm talking about this is because the deer community in the suburbs is in crisis. I mean, look at the mortality rate. Deer in the cities are doing fine. The urban schools are doing a great job educating deer about not, running directly into the path of cars. So did you see, on Facebook, how to figure out your COVID name? It's the last thing you ate and your high school's mascot. So you can just call me Wife Warrior. See ya, thanks.
That was cute. Aw, eating his wife. All right. On deck is Tania. Tania is new. I'm excited. Our next comedian, he is not new, but I'm still excited. Imagine that. Please put your hands together for Tyler Fowler.
Oh, thank you so much. Yeah, Brooke, I think would be excited. Brooke is too nice. I think she would be. She could be like your next comedian, Charles Manson, and I love this guy. He's so sweet. He's just the nicest. That's great. I love it. Bob could either be eating his wife or going down on her, and we don't know. It could be cannibalism. It could be cannibalism, and we're like, go for it, Bob. That's great. That's awesome. Guys, this is gonna come as a shock. I'm not a very athletic guy, and I know you're thinking, what? But your body. How do you do that? Thank you for laughing at that. I appreciate it. But no, a lot of friends like miss going to their gym. The last time I missed gym was like in grade school gym class when it used to be fun. If you remember, gym class was cool up till 5th grade when we learned about the physical fitness test. As we showed up in 5th grade gym, we're like, yo, we're here for gym, fun and games, playing tag, right? And they're like, totally, but first you need to learn how to exercise like a prisoner. That's what we're gonna do. If you remember, they had us do sit-ups, push-ups, pull-ups, all with somebody screaming in your face. It's like that rainbow parachute from 4th grade gym just dropped us off in Vietnam. It was a bit of an escalation, if you ask me. And for me, I went to grade school in the early 2000s, so it was confusing because I would go home and on the news, I would see these terrorist training exercises, and they were doing the same stuff that we were doing in gym. So I'm watching it like, oh my God. Kind of better not count that as a pull-up. That is terrible form. That does not count at all. That was always my least favorite, was the pull-up test, because they made you try and do pull-ups in front of the entire class. So it wasn't really a test of like how strong you are. It's more, have you gone through puberty and how long can you go in public without crying? That was
Not really.
the actual name of it is the Presidential Physical Fitness Exam, which shows you have to have serious range in order to be president. Because 1 minute you're like, ready the missiles. And while we're waiting, how many push-ups can an 8-year-old do? And not just one 8-year-old, all of them. Test everybody, bring us the numbers. In retrospect, the physical fitness test didn't make me want to be in shape. It made me want to be homeschooled. That's the effect that it had. It's been a weird year. A lot of people say we're more divided than ever. It feels like we're in a second civil war. And I'm worried about the long-term effects. Like, what are we all going to look like as veterans of the 2020 Civil War? Like, you shudder every time you hear a Facebook notification. I just imagine like 10 years from now, you'll see the basement of an American Legion. It's a bunch of millennials vaping, all sitting around like, man, I was there the day that Aunt Jemima fell. Okay, I'll never forget. We lost a lot of good memory on our phones that day. That's why I feel bad for anyone who was born this year, because they'll be full grown adults. And every time they go to the doctor and are asked to confirm their age, every nurse is going to shudder in a cold sweat. Like, please don't send this back to 2020. I feel like some kid who was born today, 21 years from now, we get turned away at a bar, not because their ID looks fake. The bouncer would just be like, we think you're bad luck. You can't come in here with that 2020 birthday. Okay. Guys, that's it for me. I'm Tyler. Thanks.
Woo! I don't know.
At _ Tyler Fowler, not to be
Right next to
confused
my
with
desk.
other Tyler Fowlers that are also on Instagram. Not quite as funny as this one though, from Chicago, right?
Yep.
Yep. Be on the lookout, everyone. I know there are a lot of people in here that do shows, that produce shows and stuff like that. So, you know, book each other. Let's do this. All right. Eduardo, you are on deck. Our next comedian from New York. She has a website, TaniaLewisComedy.com. Please put your hands together for Tania Lewis.
Woo, woo, woo. Hi, actually, my name is Tanya, but I hear that a lot. So I hurt myself a few weeks ago, and I'm still in a lot of pain, but I am a little excited because I'm closer to achieving my career goal of total disability. Lately, I've been looking for an apartment. I gotta say, you know, it's very expensive here in New York. I put in like a search and my limit was $1,200 a month. I'm happy to say that next month I'll be moving into my very own parking space. So I gotta say, being in love is a great feeling. Next time I like to try it with someone else. So a little while ago, my father, he suffered from a minor stroke, right? And I was talking to the nurse and she says, your dad came in here, he weighed 170 pounds, and now he weighs 123 pounds. Well, I was really concerned because my dad reached my goal weight before I did. So I got to say, capitalism is kind of running out of ideas, right? There's this product online that will help you damage your online reputation. Say you have some bad Yelp reviews or poor ratings. And I say, quit being a dick. Save yourself $49.95. I got to say, my favorite food group is saturated fat. So I needed to update my license, and our DMV is only open by appointment only. So I arrived, and there was only like 6 people there. I thought, great. It still took 2 hours. And when I finally made it to the counter, I had to ask the clerk, what took so long? Well, she said, we didn't want to ruin the authentic DMV experience for you. How thoughtful. I was raised in a Jewish household. I gotta say, I don't know as much about cooking as I do about sending the food back. Tomorrow I'm going to a 2-year-old's birthday party. I don't have kids. I'm just looking to make younger friends. So this dude from Istanbul, he Facebook messaged me. He said he liked me and wanted to get to know me. I said, which one is it? Sent me some pictures of some digital flowers. I said, thank you very much, but I can't accept these. He says, why? Do you have a boyfriend? I said, no, I'm allergic. I think an order of 5 chicken fingers ought to be called a hand. Thank you. I'm Tanya.
Woo! Yeah.
Tanya, everybody. Tanya from New York. Yeah, from New York. Was she from Chicago? There's a lot of people from Chicago. I love it. It's just a short 8-hour drive from me, so I'll be seeing you. James is on deck. Woo! Our next comedian. Guess what? He's from Chicago. Yeah. Please put your hands together for Eduardo Soto. Woo!
I should have said from Mexico City just to break up the whole Chicago thing. Holidays are coming, and so it was kind of interesting how I grew up, with my mom being a single mother, how the holidays were, like especially around Christmas and about Santa Claus. She would pay me. Yeah, Santa Claus is this guy, big beard, brings you presents. I'm like, all right, that's cool. There was a year where one of my relatives was Santa. I didn't know who it was, but it only took like maybe 2 minutes because I just walked up to Santa. I was like a small kid, and I could smell Tecate beer. I'm like, that's my beer right there. He said, I'm like, how do you know? That's not your deal. Well, he's leaning a little bit to the side, you know what I mean? I can smell the beer. That's my deal. That's my great uncle. So you couldn't fool me. But as I got older, my mother sat me down one day, like, look, Santa, look, I'm gonna be honest with you. Santa is like your dad. Only comes once a year and doesn't give you what you want. All right, so that's your dad right there. Santa is your dad. I'm like, really? So Santa's my dad? No, I'm trying to tell you, Santa's like your dad. He is not Santa. I was a confused child. I thought every winter my dad goes, my dad, he's being Santa. No, he's like Santa. So you know what? Just go to your room and play Mario 3 for another 4 hours. That's what you're good at right now. So. You ever realize how Santa Claus doesn't go to the hospital every year for being like with so many sugar cookies? Like, you would think he have diabetes, wouldn't he? Or have like a severed foot off. I'm like, Santa, what happened?
Yeah.
You go gluten free or something, or give you some avocado toast, something healthy where you kale chips. And what kind of Harry Potter shit, when you think about it, that reindeers can fly? I mean, what kind of crazy shit is that in our imagination? I'm like, they can fly? I don't need a car. I need Rudolph and his cocaine nose to get me to work every day. Forget a car. That's more efficient. I think also, too, with quarantine, like during the pandemic, I had another question. I just out of the blue, there's time to think. And I thought to myself, has anybody wondered what the Pringles guy will look like? The can? You ever see like his mascot? We know what the Peanuts guy looked like, the Peanuts. But is the Pringles guy skinny? Is he fat? Does he have a prisoner body? Is he like more upper chest but no lower leg, power? I don't know. Who is this Pringles guy? Does he have a regular mustache, Hitler mustache? I don't know. I'd be kind of. Is he bald? Does he have his hair parted to the side? I don't know. Does he ponytail? I want to know who the Pringles guy is. How would he look like? Maybe that's Santa's cousin. I don't know. That's my time, everybody. Thank you so much.
Eduardo Soto. I hope I'm not frozen. I think all of us started to think of all the different Santa stories, right? And all the different, that was a really fun set. Woo, very fun. Alicia, Rain, and I are doing a holidays and confused storytelling show. Details coming up soon, but it'll be people sharing like holiday stories. So, oh no, that was fun. Okay. Yeah, I was flipping the page because I'm almost ready to flip the page. On deck is Kenneth Dijon. I'll get it right. I promise.
It's
All right.
Dijon.
Our next comedian, originally from New York, now in Romania. He's got awesome energy, super, super funny. Please put your hands together for James Longshore.
Hello, Omaha. Did I retire that for 2021 or just keep going forever with that one? Hi, I'm James Longshore, your undercover vampire, coming to you from Romania. It's great to see all my friends, especially near the holidays. It's 5 a.m. here, which is perfect because I'm allowed out of the coffin. Of course, I was at the dinner table with my beautiful Romanian wife last night, enjoying some grade A beef, and by that I mean type A blood, because type O is more of a weekend thing, you know what I mean? And she was telling me how much she loved Interview with a Vampire growing up, that she thought it was the best documentary she ever saw. I have a bank account out here in and it's with Banca Transylvania. Banca Transylvania. Yes. And I know what you're thinking, but it's not a blood bank. They just want to suck my money. Not all Romanians are vampires, and not all vampires are Romanian, but all Romanians are carnivores, and I can sum up how they feel about vegans in a common Romanian saying: the best vegetable is still pork. So I love being on Brooke shows because I take the 69 challenge. You know what I mean? I have a new 69 joke every time I come on the show. I don't have one this time. I do have this little ring for sex bell, but it doesn't work anymore. I'll show you. Where's the sex? Where's the sex? So, anybody out there married without kids? Without kids? No? My wife and I, we are trying really hard. We don't want to have any kids, and we're trying really hard not to have kids. So I rush home when she's not ovulating. Yeah, she's got this little app, and so she'll call me. She's like, "The coast is clear. Come quick," and then I do. Hey, wow! Can you believe Jesus is turning 2020 this year? I bet he's got perfect vision. That's my time, folks. Good night. I love you. Merry Christmas.
Should we say good morning? Good morning to you at 5 a.m. Oh, gosh.
I've been up since the sun went down.
I know it looks like I probably look good all the time, but I don't look good at 5 a.m. I wouldn't. Woo! Thank you, James.
You look good at 5 a.m. here. Like
Yeah,
it's
you get
5
some
a.m.
rest.
now, you look good. So at 5 a.m.
Oh.
here, you look good.
Yeah. Thank you. It's all about perspective. All about perspective. Compliments are free. I'll take all of them if you have them. You can DM me. You can put them in the chat. You could even post them on my wall. Wow, that sounded needy. I don't need them, okay? Just want them. All right. On deck is Stephanie Knowles. Our next comedian, he's from Chicago. Everybody, please put your hands together for Kenneth D. Zong.
Thanks, everyone. So I used to phone bank for local elections, and there have been times when I've phone banked so hard that I started believing in what I was saying. Like, yes, my candidate was involved in a scandal 4 years ago. But John, do you believe that people can change? Because I do. And my candidate is the change you could believe in. Like anytime I find out that one of my candidates did something questionable, my first thought is, it's not that bad. Democrats are just sugar-free Republicans. And Republicans are just grape Laffy Taffy. Democracy really is just a shitty vending machine that has two shitty options. All I want from it is affordable healthcare and affordable housing. But no matter which candidate I pick, the vending machine just takes my money and funds a military invasion. Like 99% of people who I phone bank don't even pick up the phone. Once in a while, I would get someone who just keeps talking. It would later become obvious that this person is a parent whose children never call. I told this lady that I majored in communications in college, and she told me, "Now you're a phone banker? I'm glad that you found something in your major." At the end of the conversation, she tried to set me up with her daughter, but I told her that I was gay, and she said, I would set you up with my son, but he already has a girlfriend. Conversations like these remind me why I never call my parents in the first place. Thanks all, that's my time.
Kenneth, everyone. Kenneth from Chicago. Turns out there's a whole hell of a lot of funny, talented people there. Who knew? I think everyone knew, right? Chicago's been fun longer than most cities, from what I've heard. Like, didn't Saturday Night Live kind of start ish? No, Second City started in Chicago.
Yep.
Yeah. All right. On deck is Josh Mandel, our next comedian. She's from Humboldt County, aka Murder Mountain. It's actually a really good documentary on Netflix. She has a new show, TikTok Riff a Lot. It's on Tuesdays, 1 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Please put your hands together for Stephanie Knowles.
Woo! Hey everyone. So yeah, I got my TikTok Riff a Lot. It's a show where we riff on TikToks. No, you do not have to download TikTok to participate. But one thing tonight I want to bring to you guys is some Christmas music. It's that time of the year again, y'all. My favorite song of 2020 so far is We wish you would wear a mask. We wish you would wear a mask. We wish you would wear a mask. Don't kill our families. You say you can't breathe. I know that's not true. So put that damn mask on or I will wreck you. We wish you would wear a mask. We wish you would wear a mask. We wish you would wear a mask. Don't kill our families. Seriously, don't kill our families because grandma didn't listen. Not my grandma, but a grandma that I heard about did not listen. And you know what happened to grandma? Well, grandma got killed by coronavirus. Went to the store without her mask. You could say there is no such thing as COVID. And you and grandpa, you don't believe. You've been drinking too much Kool-Aid from Trump and everyone. But grandma got killed by coronavirus because she didn't wear a mask. Yeah, that's a true story, yo. It's I don't know who it was, but I know it fucking happened somewhere because you know, COVID's killed a lot of people. COVID's killed a lot of things. I have a lot of boredom because of COVID, and so when I'm really bored, I like to do some interesting things with my toys. You see, I like to, I'm gonna stick some googly eyes on my vibrators tonight. I'm gonna stick some googly eyes on my vibrators tonight. I'm gonna stick some on some vibrators, maybe a dildo or two. I'm gonna stick some googly eyes on my vibrators tonight. Gonna watch him writhe and wriggle and shake with delight. I'm gonna watch him writhe and wriggle and shake with delight. I'm gonna watch him writhe and wriggle and shake with delight because I'm gonna put some googly eyes on my vibrators tonight. I'm going to give the last 30 seconds back to the room. Y'all have a wonderful night.
Stephanie Knowles. Oh, so silly, so silly. If you go back on our YouTube channel and watch videos from a couple of years ago, it's still Stephanie being Stephanie. Fantastic. So delightful. I love it. All right, David is on deck. Our next comedian from Boston. If he's here, he's not here. No Josh. Okay, no Josh today. That's sad. He's really funny. Y'all are really funny. He's funny too. On deck now is Cody Webb. Okay, our next comedian. He's from Knoxville, Tennessee. He hosts the Off Mic Comedy School. He hosts their newcomers open mic, and also David Habel's Bullshit Live Feed Comedy Open Mic. Very cool. And he has great hair. Yeah.
Oh,
Please put your hands together right now for David Habel.
Thank you. Oh gosh. So I was removed from an abuse neglect situation when I was 4 years old. And when I was 5, my second foster family took me in. And that was 25 years ago today. That's who adopted me. But anyways, I've learned how to talk better since then. Let's bring some more exciting news. COVID is the top in the world for new COVID cases. Tennessee is the top in the world for new COVID cases. So like every time I go out into public, I feel like I'm in a strip club because everybody's going with their germs. That's a COVID moneymaker. I play music, and it always comes out kind of creepy during Hanukkah because I'm always in a menorah key. I have some family that just likes to sleep when they visit. Napkin. All right. I'm forgetting there's not too many Appalachian folk here. Do you ever miss your grandmother? I miss mine, but I found an app for that. Instagram. Some days are meant for healing. I mean, look at this curl. I mean, you know, some days I'm just supposed to be a blob, In fact, if my hair was any curlier, you could call me Blob Dylan. When I was in middle school, we had an Instagram, not an Instagram, abstinence only program. And they tricked us one day. They said, okay, you can confidentially like raise your hands if you want to wait till marriage. And no, it's fill out a sheet if you plan to save yourself for marriage. And so my Harry Potter looking ass, because that's how I looked, like a Tennessean ginger Harry Potter, said, oh no, I'm not going to wait. Of course, I want to fuck. They lied though, and they counted out where the sheets came from reverse order and handed everyone who said they would wait shirts and everyone who didn't nothing. So my friends were just looking at me like, anyways, I'm David Hable, and thank you so much, Brooke.
David Hable, everyone. I took a big bite of this sugar-free chocolate, and then I was like, oh man, I gotta chew it all before the time is up. So I just chewed and I chewed and I chewed and I chewed and I did it.
It's untight.
Thank you, David, for being here, and thank you for being helpful for newcomers, people who are just starting off in comedy. If any of you are new, hit up David. He's got the perfect open mic for you. Really friendly, you know, opposite of this one. We do okay. We do okay.
Thank you, bro.
KJ, you're on deck. You're on deck. Cool. Our next comedian, he does an unemployment mic now because, you know, unemployed. He lives in Portland. Also, he's funny. He's really funny. Please put your hands together for Cody Webb.
Anyone in here a fan of lasers?
Yeah.
All right, we got some laser fans. Cool. I am also a fan of lasers. I'm also a fan of lasers, but it makes me sad to realize like how boring their uses are. Like, do you think that the guy who invented lasers ever thought, what if I shine this on the back of someone who's taking a shit? So that way, when they get up, the toilet will flush automatically. But only sometimes. No, okay. Lasers are weaponized light. And dude, we get like laser swords or laser weapons? No, we got laser shit detectors. Now, for the non-laser fans in the audience, let me explain to you why this is a big deal, okay? Imagine if jetpacks were real and every single sci-fi thing had jetpacks front and center. But the only time we used jetpacks in real life was to go up and down stairs slightly faster than normal. Like, sure, that's more convenient, but that's not what you should be using a jetpack for. Okay? Be goddamn Boba Fett. And I am not exaggerating on how boring lasers have been used. And I can tell you why. It's because every laser is used in public bathrooms. That's the only place you find lasers. There must have been some coked up engineer at some point thinking, all right, so we got lasers in the bathroom stall. What's next? Paper towel dispenser. People don't like pulling on the paper, so let's put a laser on that. Okay, next we've got the urinal. Okay, you touch your dick, you don't want to touch the handle, boom, lasered. Okay. All right, last thing, sink. How are we gonna make that work? Well, I don't want to get my hands dirty before I wash them, so laser that. Sir, we cannot put all of the we cannot put all these lasers on all of our things. We are running out of money. No, I don't care. Okay, just get the cheapest laser you can find and just make it work. Okay, do not interfere with my vision. Yeah, this realizing that lasers are only in public bathrooms made me come up with a terrifying conclusion that the guy who designed this had to be a pervert. Like he had some Star Wars / toilet fetish that he wanted all of us to be involved in. All right, that is my time. Thank you so much. I've been Cody Webb.
Yeah.
Cody Webb, everyone, just showing us what a good, tight, hilarious 3 minutes of comedy looks like. Thank you so much for being here and coming back every week. We just grow to love and appreciate you. Okay. On deck now is Cherie. Cherie, the Miss Sassy neighbor. She is on deck. Our next comedian is from Chicago. Check out IamKJWhitehead.com, the Haggard Unicorn on Spotify. And if it's awesome, she's probably there. Please put your hands together for KJ.
Hello, everyone. That's IamKJWhitehead.net. .net. That's important. You're gonna go to the wrong place, I guess. I don't know. Me out on Twitch as well. I'm Queer Lady K on Twitch. So I've been in the chat, or just queer, because who isn't these days? Anyway, what's been going on since beforehand? We were talking about the weather, as boring as that is, but it is getting colder. Like in Chicago right now, outside it's like 20 degrees. But this is nothing compared to like February. One year in February, it got to 50 below. That's a real thing. That happens here. The weather is so harsh in February. What happens is that you're walking down the street and you're right by a building, and the building's blocking the harsh wind. And that wind is so harsh that when you turn the corner, the wind comes, calls you a bitch ass nigga, and then keeps going. And it happens in February. It's Black History Month, so it can do that. Any other month would get canceled except for June because it's gay, so apparently it's fine. I talked to my doctor. We're starting. I might be starting HRT pretty soon, so that'll be one great thing. So I end up being the woman that people want me to be finally, except I'm doing it for myself. So fuck everyone else. Anyway, one thing that I do want to do is that I want to get my name changed legally. Now, you all know me as KJ Whitehead, but the folks have asked, what does the KJ stand for? Disclaimer, you should never ask a trans person their dead name. With that said, not only will I tell you my dead name, I will also tell you how dedicated I am to being Black. So number one, my dead name, my legal name is Kyle Joseph Whitehead. That is what the country knows me as. And I traded in the whitest name in the English language for Coochie Jaculia Juniper Whitehead. So when white people say it 3 times fast, their racist grandfathers have a stroke. Coochie Jaculia, do you know what that means? Do you know what that means?
No.
That is, Coochie Jaculia is the second day in Kwanzaa. It is Swahili for self-determination. I'm so dedicated to my Blackness that I became dedicated never to be hired for a job ever again because of my name. You're like, that discrimination doesn't exist in America. It took us until 2020 to get a vice president named Kamala. And that's Hindu. All right. Bye, everyone. Thank you so much.
Woo! A radical comedy. Well, I wish I could say that beautiful name. I want to learn how to say it because it's so pretty. So pretty. I'm glad that you're here. I'm glad that you've been coming. KJ's been coming to this open mic like every week pretty much since April, I want to say. A lot of us have. It's been pretty cool. And we have a big open mic, so we can always see new faces. And we get to see new faces and familiar faces. On deck now is Gary Mox. You are on deck. Our next comedian, she is from Omaha, Nebraska. You can look her up on Instagram as Ms. Sassy Neighbor. Lots of S's. She's fantastic. Please put your hands together for Cherie.
Hello, everybody. I got all my drinks here. I got my designer cups as my bags are designer. Got my sassy since birth. Yeah. I don't drink alcohol. I just drink a whole bunch of everything else. And, I'm just about addicted to almost everything. Garage sales. I really miss them right now. Our weather pretty much sucks for garage sales. You know, we used to go out early in the morning and get newspapers. Now you can just find the garage sales on the map. It's like amazing what 2020 is doing for us. People that love things that, you know, you spend, what is it? You spend more than, I don't even remember. But anyways, I was thinking about the weather because we got bipolar weather here in Omaha, Nebraska. I mean, it changes like my moods. You just never know. And I was thinking the other day, well, I've been thinking that if I wouldn't have been stoned and drunk all my times during high school and shit, I'd been a weather babe because I would get paid. And then even if I was wrong, I'd still get paid. I mean, it's the perfect job for you, especially in and then there's this one other thing. The other day we were talking on Zoom, and everybody started talking about loading the dishwasher. I mean, how many people rearranged their dishwasher or so anal about their dishwasher? The man that I've been with is anal. I mean, if you don't put those, I put the cups down below, the plates up above, the little plates and stuff, just to mess with his anal. And yeah, that's about it. That's all I got to say tonight. Y'all have a blessed evening.
Cherie, I'm so glad that you are here. Thank you. She says that this is like therapy for her. She just likes being around us. And you're oh gosh, I'm just glad that you're here.
You can go ahead and say it if you want.
Do you want me to?
Yeah, that's okay.
So last week she was gonna be here, but like the weekend before that, her daughter, her 26-year-old daughter died. And like, but really wanted her to do stand up, pushed her to go to the Backline. So she's here and she's gonna keep doing comedy. Can we just give her a round of applause and just send her some love? I couldn't imagine going through that, and then you're here telling jokes to us.
Yep.
Yeah. I'm glad that you all are alive and you're all trying to make funny and make silly and push through it, because it's not an easy world out there. It's not easy. It's not all unicorn farts, you know, but they're there too. Oh, yeah. Okay, on deck, maybe Mar McFly or simply Courtney. Okay, so whichever one is here, hopefully both of them are here. That would be cool. Right now, from Fargo, North Dakota, I want him to do stuff on Audible so he can read books to us. As you hear him tell jokes, you'll pick up on that. Please put your hands together for Gary Patterson.
Thank you, Brooke.
You're welcome.
I am Mox, M-O-C-S, short for man of constant sunshine. Ho, ho, ho. This coronavirus has cast some long, dark shadows on my constant sunshine, and I am starving to hear laughter and applause. So please unmute your device and let me hear some laughter and applause. Thank you. I read newspapers daily, looking for new comedy material. It is pretty easy to find. In addition to Donald and Nancy, there are a lot of stupid people out there doing lots of stupid things. I recently found this article in the Minneapolis Tribune. Dateline, Clearfield County, Pennsylvania. 3 men, Mark Stinky Larson, 36, Taylor Shorty Mason, 26, and Terry Trigger Wallace, 41, face 1,641 counts of having sex with animals. 1,641, including horses, cows,
Oh my
dogs,
God.
pigs, sheep, goats, rabbits, chickens, and geese. Apparently, they could not find a duck to fuck. District Attorney William Shaw Jr. stated in his press release, "This is one of the most extreme cases of animal abuse that my office has ever handled." What? Say what? Holy shit, Mr. Shaw. If this is not the most extreme case, just what in the hell goes on in Clearfield County, Pennsylvania? I am Mox. Thanks for listening. Merry Christmas.
We're going for Mox. Merry Christmas. Happy holidays. Whatever little celebration you got. I like the Santa hat, the Santa cup. Y'all see what I mean about him reading some stories on the Audible? He's got one of those really good voices. Okay, did Mar McFly, this guy, show up? He wanted a spot pretty bad. I squeezed him in. That happens. That happens, you know. Ira, you are on deck now. Yeah. Oh, but our next person, he isn't showing his face. So we're gonna have you go now, if that's okay. Wait, I saw something change.
Never mind. I'm
Did you
here.
see it? Did you see it? I saw it. Okay, everyone is just watching and they're like, what did she see? I can't see anything. What is it? I don't know. Is she hallucinating? I'm not. On deck is Ira Claiborne. Please put your hands together for our next performer, Simply Courtney.
Woo! Hey, how's it going? Can y'all hear me?
Woo! Yes.
Okay, cool. All right, so I'm first of all, thank you for having me. Happy holidays to everybody and all that good stuff. Anyways, me and my daughter were watching one of my favorite Disney movies ever, 101 Dalmatians. I don't know if any people rock with that or not. I was looking at it and I was like, I don't know about y'all, but I think that was the first case of acceptable blackface. Yeah, it was the first time I think that I've ever seen blackface actually done correctly. And I mean, they're trying to survive. Like that was literally a survival mechanism. I'm looking at it, I'm like, wow, leave it to Disney to get it right. Because I've seen so many people try to do it. Under, I don't know. Justin Trudeau, I don't know. But leave it to 101 Dalmatians to knock down out the park. And I mean, they did it because they were trying to survive and not get beat up by Cruella de Vil's henchmen. By the way, who here is a Cruella de Vil fan? I love her. She's the greatest. She is. She's everything about her is literally, I think I'm an old, crusty white woman inside. I don't know what it is. I think she's my spirit animal. That's strange, but it's something that I came to the realization of like in 2020 that I am a old, angry white woman on the inside. You know what I'm saying? I mean, my name is Courtney, so it's kind of we're halfway there. You know. Another thing is I was watching 101 Dalmatians because I think that's literally what this whole thought process is right now. I don't know how we felt about the fact that this is the only Disney movie I can think of that allowed us to have a nuclear family, pretty much. I mean, obviously it was a nuclear bomb family, get it? But there was a mom and a dad present, and they didn't kill off the mom or the dad. They let them both survive and keep their kids. And I'm like, this is amazing. Also, I haven't seen 101 Dalmatians 2. So if you do know what happens, please don't spoil that for me. We're gonna watch that after I'm done with this. Other than that, giving my time back to the room. Thank you guys so much.
Woo! Yeah. We're going for Courtney. If you're not friends with him on Facebook, I suggest if he feels like it to accept, you should be his friend. He's got really, really good vibes, posts a lot of uplifting things, and his music videos of him boogieing are hilarious. Thank you, Courtney, for being here. I don't know where you went, but there you are. Thank you. There you go.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah, you're welcome. Thank you for being here. Brian Evans from Denver is on deck. Pretty exciting. But before that, we got our bouncer, a little doing a whole lot of helping from behind the scenes. You probably notice if your camera's off, she's like turn on your camera. If you're like not here, she might be like, hey, like she helps me look good. So I appreciate her a lot. I hope that we're friends forever and ever and ever, right? Yeah. Please put your hands together. I don't know if you put anything funny on here. I don't think you did. She's from Vajira. Please put your hands together for Ira.
Hi, y'all. I am from Vajira. That is correct. Speaking of Vajira, I'm real anal about the dishwasher. I am one of those people. Like, I don't really want all that doodle in my dishwasher. You know what I mean? So let's do a pre-rinse. Like, I'm not saying you got to do like, soap and like wash and everything, but like, can we do not crusty crust and the dusty dust? Because I live, I don't know, I'm not from bougie households where the dishwasher worked good. So like, it always ends up like caked on in the afterlife. Okay, this isn't the audience for that for some reason. I see two people laughing. Everybody else, I don't know what's up. Y'all wasn't listening. No, it was me. It's okay. No, it's the dishwasher. Okay, I've found that if you add quick dry, a little bit it do help. Okay, moving on.
No,
I've been really complaining about them for my entire life. If you don't know that, now you do. So this is my attempt to like avoid, right? Titties out. I don't care. I'm a pout. But this is men's clothes, and I'm a wolf in men's clothings. My name is Ira Claiborne. A lot of people are like, yo, you're supposed to be a Jew dude, and it's me. And you know what? That's okay. And everybody get a little comfortable with that because I didn't choose it and I might change it, but I'm always going to wear these clothes. The reason that I'm going to wear these clothes is because they're way more comfortable than the shit that you are selling women. What the fuck is that shit? It is awful. It is flimsy. It is frilly, trilly, willy-nilly, and Billy. And I don't like any of them bitches, so I'm not fucking with women's clothes. And nobody needs to. I'm just saying that for real. Sorry, I got the shade I get from men when I'm shopping in the men's department, I don't know. It's like a mix of curiosity. Like, are you shopping for a man in your life or are you a dyke? Like, the reason is you're not approachable, which is the general angst, right? But they don't know, that I like to sit in that in-between space because it just makes y'all motherfuckers uncomfortable. And sometimes it's motherfucking uncomfortable. Like right now. Y'all thinking shit. We got 20 seconds to think, motherfucker. I had other shit to say, but you know what? I won't because we got 15 seconds. Give it up for Brooke and Backline. I love you guys. Black Lives Matter. Marinate on that.
Ira Claiborne, everyone from Augusta, living somewhere else now, but got the whole world behind her and in front of her. And this is a man sweatshirt. I shop at the Man Racks. It's cool. It's cool. But I also like a flimsy something. Anywho, we'll flirt later. On deck. On deck is Jordan, our next comedian from Denver. Malibu Mushu Ghana Saves Christmas on YouTube. Okay, I'm supposed to say that. Malibu Mashugana Saves Christmas on YouTube. Don't know anything, but I'm curious. I'm curious now. Please put your hands together for Brian Evans. No? We're all built up and no Brian? Okay, well, please put your hands together for Brian. Good job, Brian. Thank you. That was fantastic. That was so fast. Now on deck is Ian Ryland Smith. Our next comedian is from Portland, Oregon. Whoa, he's on all social media at Strange Humorist. right now. Please put your hands together for Jordan, damn it. Sermon on Ara. There's an R in it and then a min in the middle. Put on your
Sweet.
camera humor. There's the head.
Can you hear me?
I see you,
Can-
I think. You're really
Can
little.
you hear me? Hey,
You're
what's up? I'm
little.
in the internet. Hey.
Whoa.
Oh no. Can you see me? Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Oh, cool. Just got lost in the internet. Thought I'd come hang out for a minute.
Wow.
Yeah. I got really bored in the quarantine. That's all I'm gonna say. Yeah, so I don't know how you guys hear people talk in the real world, but I hear them use strange phrases and ratios. One of them being, we all are familiar with the ratio where they say 1 year in a dog's life is like 7 human years. We know that ratio, right? Yeah.
Yep.
Well, there's a similar ratio in stand-up comedy. I am 34 years old in the real world. However, I've been doing comedy for 8 years, which means mentally I am sad. All right, got it. Yeah, this is fun. Cool. Are you guys working out? You guys keeping in shape?
No.
I went from this body type, which I would describe as tube, to just full pile. I'm just a pile now. Mostly because I've been sitting here in this chair. I tried to get some more people to come out to the show tonight, but I couldn't pull it off. This is the best I could do, guys. This is the best I could do. Pretty stiff crowd out here, I'm gonna be honest with you. Hey, come on. I'm just joking. Hey. Yeah, fun. You know, you play a little song. Yeah, baby. Oh, yeah. Oh, whoa. That's weird. Okay. All right. Can't do that in the real world. Well, that's fun. Man, I'm having a good time. Anyway, I haven't been keeping in shape very well. I did try to do a new exercise program called Ripped in 90 Days. And I saw results very quickly. I was injured in a week. Yeah, it's fun. I have been doing a resistance training program in my bedroom every day. I finally got myself a weighted blanket, you know, just put one of those on and, oh yeah, just come down here and cover up. I can do 1 rep for about 12 hours. That's pretty much the extent of my workouts. I can't see a light. When do I have a light? I'm sure it's been
7 seconds, 6 seconds.
7 seconds. Oh my goodness. I'll tell you about the last time I went to a sex shop real quick. It's one thing that you can't unsee in a sex shop. That's always the most disturbing thing that I saw a small device that you could keep the remaining ashes of your loved one inside of, like a dildo urn.
All right, that was the strange humorist, aka Jordan Serum Ara from Portland, Oregon. It looks like he can do that for quite a while. Really cool. Thank you so much. That was really unique. Maybe we could call it strange and humorous.
Went there.
Damn, that's a good laugh. That's a good laugh. That is a good laugh. I am having a fun time. I don't know if I made it clear or not, but man, all the ones that we did already were outstanding. And then we've got some more still that are also outstanding. It's just pretty cool. So I'm glad that this is my life right now. You know, I'm glad that y'all are here. Y'all are with me. On deck is Danny Deshi. Danny Deshi is on deck. Our next comedian. He did a musical prelude. He did a musical prelude for this show, and he's done some for some other shows. If you want to make your show extra special, hit him up in the DMs. Please put your hand. Oh wait, he has a Shark Tank mic. A Shark Tank mic. Something new, something clever. Please put your hands together for Ian Ryland Smith.
Yes, thank you.
In the Shark Tank, Mike, I'm looking for 4 diverse individuals who would like to pretend to have money and invest in products that people will present. And anybody can present. You could, and you could, and you could, especially you or Stephanie. Yeah, you especially would be a good presenter. And Kirk, yeah, I don't know if you could be a shark, but maybe you could be a presenter. I said diverse, emphasis on diverse. KJ, diverse. I know you want to pretend to have money. All right, moving on. So the Shark Tank is inspired by Shark Tank, which is a show I watch sometimes. And there's this one shark named Barb Corcoran, and she's further evidence that old ladies can be hot. But that's beside the point. You know, to make her sound like a bootstrap story, they say she was waiting tables in Manhattan, and now she has a large real estate empire. And I was like, waiting tables in Manhattan? Damn. She's easily pulling 6 figures with that job. And she started out there. Could you imagine this old lady who's hot, but like 40 years ago, when she's my age, almost as hot as me? Yeah, 6 figures, definitely. Bootstraps, nothing. Let's see. I've got another joke. You can become rich by working hard. Oh, wow. Let's see. So I live in South Dakota, yada, yada. And I work in retail, and I overheard a customer say, I'm really glad that my son was deployed to Africa. He's safer from the coronavirus there. Wait, I already made that joke, but it happened to me in real life, so that's why I'm bringing it up now. Because now there's evidence that I'm right. Yes. Has any of you ever heard of this thing called whitewashing? That's where I go take a swim in the nude. The evidence, Umi is the person who said, I'm glad my son was deployed in Africa. That's the evidence I was talking about. Okay, thank you. Bye.
Okay. Put your hands together for Ian Ryland Smith. Woo, 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 woo. What you might not know is he majored in a big drum. And a lot of people in this room probably have lots of talents, and you might not even know. You're like, whoa, they're so funny, but they might be really good at other things too, right? If I don't know why I said that, but I'm gonna keep going. Ami is on deck. Woo! Our next comedian, he's from San Francisco. He's always a treat. He's just such a delight. If you book shows, put him on your show. Apparently, he wrote a book. It's I Didn't Want to Pay for Rent a Car. I don't know if it's true or not. Please put your hands together for the very funny Danny Dushy.
Thank you, Brooke. Thank you for doing this every Tuesday. Hi, yes, I'm Danny Dutchy. Excuse me, my if there's some delay on my internet here. I got this new service. It's kind of cheap, and it was okay at first, but it's been slow ever since the hamster broke its hip. Yeah, so this week is actually the 50th anniversary of the EPA, Environmental Protection Agency. And so how can people deny that there's a climate change? There's been not just one, not two, not three, but 6 Sharknadoes. Yeah, and we're going to protect our rivers also. I was hiking up in a river up north, and this river was polluted with so much mercury. How much mercury was the river? It was polluted with so much mercury. I could take my temperature with a salmon. Yeah, and also they blame the cows causing methane. They're a large part of the climate change problem. And I say, hey, if they can make seedless watermelons, why can't they make cows that don't fart? Yeah, let's see. Trump's latest thing, he's still whining about the voting. His latest lawsuit is he says that with so many thousands of conjoined twins, they should be getting one vote, not two. This is his latest lawsuit. Yeah. So I remember a while back, I went to a rock concert and I met this punk rock girl. She actually asked me if I want to dance with her, and I go, yeah, sure. And then she turns around and walks away. I thought that was kind of weird. So a few minutes later, I hear someone yelling, "Hey, Danny boy, catch me!" It was this punk rock girl. Yeah, she jumped off the stage and she slam danced me to the floor. Yeah, yeah, she poked me in the eye with her spiked hair, and that kind of hurt. Yeah, although yeah, also she had an eyebrow ring right there where she hung her motorcycle keys on. Yeah, and we dated. And yeah, so yeah, we did. And so anyway, yeah, I see the time. So we did, but it actually didn't work out that well because she was a Republican. Yeah, I didn't see a Ronald Reagan tattoo until it was too late. It was on her fist. Now I will end it with a grandma got run over by reindeer music. And you know the rest. Okay, that's my time. Thanks, everybody.
Oh man, I've seen Danny do pencil music before, but that was really special with Grandma and the reindeer and everything. Oh wow!
It's that time of the year. Thank you.
Oh, what a fun, silly group of silly gooses y'all are. if you all stay till the end, we do a bonus round. Everyone will do another minute. You get randomly spotlit. It's super fun. Y'all have been doing great about the time. So many people even ended early. This is just so nice. Like, that's why I don't get freaked out when 47 comics sign up. Right? Because I'm like, well, chances are like 10 or 5 might not show up. And then we always end up about the same time. Okay, I think I turned my page. I think we're ready for the last page. Let me double check. All right. On deck is Chino, but Chino wasn't seen, so it might be Chris. Chris might be on deck. Our next comedian in Washington, born in Hawaii, very fantastic, was going to school and having to learn and do tests, so we missed her, and she is back, and we are thankful. Please put your hands together for Ami.
What's up? Thank you so much, Brooke, and thank you, Natalie and Ira. I fucking love this mic so much. Just want to shout out, like, okay. Yes, my name's Ami, and now, Danny, I can't stop thinking about how a reindeer would drive, and like, is she getting run over by the sled? Like, I'm thinking into way too many details. Like, I feel like because before my grandma passed away, they took away her driver's license. So I think it'd be more realistic if like the reindeer got hit by grandma. You know what I mean? But it's Christmas. It's Christmas. I'm off topic. My name is Ami. I am bisexual. I am biracial, and I go to therapy bi-weekly. Yes. None of those are choices. They all just kind of run in the family. Talking about driving, I'd say I'm a pretty decent driver. I only hit parked cars. I did learn how to drive from my mother, and you know, she let Jesus take the wheel a lot, or Krishna or Buddha, whoever. I haven't done my set in so long. Okay, I have a minute and a half. Let's talk about weed because I get to smoke again. Yay! I was pretty proud of my stash in college. I tried to always have weed on hand, so when my friends came over, I could smoke them out. And one time, dark night. I ran out of weed. And I felt so ashamed. I was like, oh man, I don't have any. And they came over and they're like, you got twigs? I'm like, yeah, I saved the stems. And they're like, we're going to make a nice resin ball. And so they scraped the pipe, and they got this nice round black sticky ball of resin. And it fell out of the pipe and they went to go pick it up and they put it back in the pipe. And they started to smoke it and they offered me a puff and I looked down at it and it wasn't resin. My friend has a pet rabbit and the little rabbit was hanging out of my dorm. And what I saw in the pipe was rabbit shit. It's small, it's black, it's round, and it gets you high. Okay. You don't need money to have fun. Okay, just to live and survive. Okay, I love you guys so much. I'm Ami. Thank you.
Ami. I I don't know. Like, did it really get you high? Did the rabbit poop? People are like gonna go try it now. People are gonna go try rabbit poop, and that's how Tide Pods got started. You know, someone said a joke, and they're like, okay. Oh, remember when you would do voices and characters and do your sets that way too? That was fun. That was like months ago. Feels like we've known it hasn't even been a year yet. If we go way back. Okay, everyone. I don't think, do we see a Chino? No? Okay. So on deck is Lolita. Okay. Our next comedian's from Los Angeles. Please put your hands together for Chris Villata. Chris. Crispy.
Thank you very much. It should just be Chrissy. I don't know why I put people through my last name, honestly. It's torturous, I think. Especially because I was just thinking, because my first name is Chris, which I feel promises an easy journey, you know? Like Chris, and the next something, but then you get Jesus, it's impossible. I honestly couldn't spell my last name until the 3rd grade. You know how I learned how to spell my last name? I actually had to be sat down for a parent-teacher conference because apparently I was losing points on my state tests. Did you know you could lose points on like state tests if you spell your name wrong? Maybe you learned that. I learned that live in person. I was told by the teacher. About that. I feel like Pixar movies and animated movies in general fucked with my head a little bit. You know, they had me concerned about the souls of inanimate objects. Like I really needed that on my plate on top of all the real souls I had to be worried about. You need me to be concerned about my toys. I remember being a kid and looking at my bed and wondering, but who's your bed? Bed, who do you lay on when you're tired? I honestly like the first time I ever tried dieting was so that I could lose weight from my bed because I felt so it could just carry less of me through the night. You know, it was honestly, it's just worried about the wrong things. You know, concerned about the wrong souls. Some people though do worry a little bit too much. I think like about stuff, things, as opposed to people. My uncle, asshole, by the way, before I get into it. Total, he's been through 3 divorces, all of them his fault. He cheats, he's a drunk. I hate him. You're not supposed to say that about family. I hate him though. Like he's taken me a few times. He picked me up from school and took me to eat some chicken nuggets. But you know what? I've accepted that sometimes even the devil smiles. You know, this guy is still to be a malo. That's so one day I'm in his car. He picked me up from school. I'm like 13, and I guess I slammed the door of his car a little too hard. It was a little aggressive, I guess. Maybe I was just annoyed at him that day. And he gets out of his car and he looks at me. He dead-eyed. He looks at me and says, "Hey, don't do that. Don't hurt her. Don't hurt her." He said that in reference to his car. Don't hurt her. What about all the real hers you heard before? Like my 3 ex-aunts, man. Like I like them. They bake cookies and shit. All you do is give me nuggets. What the fuck? And he looked so impassioned when he said it too. His eyes, he looked at me like, "Don't hurt her." I felt like he was about to like start fighting for his car's rights or something. You know, he was like about to like "Don't hurt her. You have the right to vote." I guess ultimately that's my argument for why cars should be yeah, the movie Cars, like no one should watch it. It teaches little boys that their vehicles are gonna have feelings, and also it's boring. That's why. That's honestly my okay. That's it. Thank you.
Woo!
Thank you, Chris. I think it's good for us to try to say hard things and make our mouths do it, and we can accommodate and get better. You know, it's not too much to ask to say a name. You know, and I can learn. Some people I have them put it in the voice message to me, and then I can listen to it. That helps me. Yeah, and you're hilarious, by the way. Duh, you knew that. That's why you do this. Woo! Thank you, Chris.
Yeah.
We're gonna have a lightning round pretty soon. Robert Kane, it looks like he made it, so he is on deck. Our next comedian from the San Francisco Bay Area has a Mom Jokes podcast and is on the Dow Comedy Show on the 19th. On the 19th. Please put your hands together for Lolita D.
Hey everyone, I love this mic so much. So thank you all for being here. So I'm Lalita. I do actually have a PhD, but unlike Dr. Joe Biden, I don't use the term doctor because if Ben Shapiro were having a stroke right next to me, I would do nothing. I would do nothing. I would just keep on working on my second book called Karma is a Bitch. And if you don't get this joke, you need to spend, I never thought I'd say this, but you need to spend more time on Twitter. Look it up. So it's super annoying when people talk about COVID-19, you know, it's like, we know. There's not like a whole range of the, you know, at least it's not COVID-13. The other thing that really annoys me, things to get annoyed about, right? The coronavirus pandemic. Yeah, we know which pandemic we're in. We do not need to be reminded. 9 months in, we know. We figured it out. And don't even start me on the novel coronavirus. I think we were over that in April. So yesterday, Biden officially became our next president. Yeah, hold the applause. Trump still hasn't accepted the result. Trump is like my grandma, still secretly hoping I'm straight. Sorry, Grandma, you're dead, and I still like eating pussy. Hashtag face the facts. But yesterday did herald the end of election week, which started 6 weeks ago. Remember the start of that week? Yeah, that was a week, huh? My family are in the Netherlands, and they were obsessed. They were obsessed with the election. You know, they were texting me, and they were like, "What the fuck is going on in Allegheny County?" You guys have got to stop watching CNN. It's not healthy. Like if I go outside here and show people a map of the world, they could not point out Europe. Do not know where Allegheny County is. But yeah, we have a new president. I just want to come clean with you all. I'm about as excited about Biden as I am about my brother's cancer being slow growing. Like, it's good news, you know, in context. But you need the context. You need the context. I feel in 2020, bad news is categorized into catastrophic, really, really bad, and Joe Biden. That's my time. I did vote for him. Okay, calm down already. Jesus.
Let's just break and just laugh for a while. Gosh. Lolita, that was funny. Thank you. She's on Contagious, I think New Year's Day. Are you on the New Year's Day?
Yeah, because I don't have a live, so I signed up to do something on New Year's Day. I mean, Jesus, who does that? Me.
Same. But what a fun, awesome way to start off the new year. I'm excited. I'm really looking forward to it. Thank you. On deck now is Alicia Rain. Whoa! But before Alicia, we've got from Chicago. That's been a thing tonight. From Chicago, the suburb of Markham. He has the Robert Kane radio, and he's at Robert Kane on stuff. I met him through Sauce in the City and Brenda Brown and that improvised game show awesomeness that I talked about earlier. I'm excited for this. Everyone, please put your hands together for Robert Kane. Are you muted?
No.
You're muted.
We can't hear you.
Fix up. Fix it.
What about now? Can you
There
hear
it
me?
is. There it is.
Hey!
Woo, woo.
We got sound. Oh shit! And now my time is ticking down.
It's good. It's
Okay. How y'all doing? Welcome. My name Robert Kane. Check me, like she said, Robert Kane everything. Instagram Kane 5006, and on YouTube Robert Kane. Check me out. Get me, log me, accept that. Thank y'all for coming out. Appreciate it, man. Uh, I'm just happy to be here. I don't know if y'all ever had a Maypop or heard of a Maypop, but I'm running for mine. And if you don't know what a Maypop is if you ever met somebody and they liked you way more than you like them, and then you like left them alone and that motherfucker may pop up on your ass. Like they may pop up in the Zoom, they may pop up at your job, they may pop up everywhere you go. I hate May Pops, man. They come everywhere, man, and they all on my Zoom, and I'm trying to get away from them. You know, I see we doing Zoom shit, and I'm actually tired of Zoom. I'm tired of Zoom. They zoom in every fucking thing. Think, Luke, dude, they zoom in comedy shows like this, which is okay. They zoom in school. They got kids cussing other kids out because y'all ain't cleaning y'all houses and y'all roaches run around with corona masks on. They got Zoom funerals. They got Zoom funerals. They got bodies with the GoPros on them, looking at the camera. You swiping goddamn flowers on the body head and shit just to come by and look at. It's ridiculous. I'm tired of Zoom. They zoom in too much stuff. They need to stop. The coronavirus has got us toe off. I'm angry about the corona. Everything about the pandemic has got me pissed because I like spit a little bit when I talk. And I know that's the reason why we wear masks. But that's the reason why I don't want to wear a mask because goddamn it, I'm spitting on myself every day. It's fucking annoying as shit. You know what I'm saying? I try to, and then you take the mask off to kind of talk a little bit and you smack it back at yourself. Now it's like I spit at myself and I'm kind of annoyed and shit. It's kind of, I don't know. It's a little freaky. Kind of turns me on a little bit. I don't know. I'm just tired of it. Just tired of it. I'm kind of tired of Walmart is a petri dish. I wear my mask and my gloves when I go into Walmart. I don't give a shit. And I was at Walmart the other day and my glove broke. I felt like I got bit by the outbreak monkey. I was scared. I almost chopped my finger off, man. I had left Walmart, left my wallet and everything in there. I had to send my wife back in there. That's how much I was scared. And I know y'all like, oh, you gonna send your wife. Yeah, she ain't scared of it. She got strong lungs and she tough. And she went in there and the security guard, this fool, he knocked me. So the security guard go tell, hey, you know what I'm saying? He tried to chase her down, but he
Your
knocked me.
time is up. I'm sorry.
It's okay.
We're gonna do a lightning round really soon, and then we'll do one more minute. You'll get randomly spotlit, and if you can remember kind of where you ended, you can finish it. Everyone, please put your hands together for Robert Kane.
Yeah. Going over my time.
He's gonna be telling a holiday themed story on me and Alicia's holidays and confused show on the 30th of December. I'm looking forward to that. Okay, on deck, and I put it in the chat because Alicia had to leave for a second. She's gonna go at the end. So Annalise is on deck. And it's always Annalise trying to put her kids to bed, and as soon as they can be quiet, she gets here. So it actually is probably going to be Chino Okay, Chino on deck, then Annalise, then Nick, then Alicia. Yeah, but first from Chicago. Cool. Everybody, please put your hands together for Raj or Raji.
Hey, can you guys hear me?
Yeah.
Oh, cool. Yeah. So I put like whatever name. I feel like being particular about one's name is kind of a Caucasian thing, because I'll tell you this. No, I'm not. No, I'm not trying. I'm not trying to make jokes. This is serious. This is a serious matter. No, that's not a bit. That's not a bit. Because you meet someone, I meet so many people, and they're like, "My name is Dan, not Daniel," or "Daniel, not Dan," or "Natalia, not Natalia," or you know what I mean? And they're very particular about their name and how they pronounce their name, and then they ask you what your name is, and then you say, "Oh, my name is Sunny or Raji or whatever." But then they say, "No, no, no. What's your real name? What's your real name?" And then you say, "Oh, my name is Sundarajan Rajaramanathan Gopalakrishnan." And they're like, "Okay, I'm just gonna call you Sunny." So it's something that I've always noticed. The other thing is I live with my parents. Well, I live with my mom. My parents are divorced, but I remember, I don't know if anybody else's parents were divorced and they rooted for it. I remember popping open a couple Capri Suns, just having a good time, a couple, bags of Pringles. And I remember that day
Nah, I
being
ain't
the
into
greatest
that.
day of my life, because I no longer had to live with two people who wanted to kill each other and probably should have killed each other like decades ago. And so I live with my mom now, and it's one of those things where I remember one time my mom complimented someone, and her sister said, "What are you doing? Are you all right? Like, are you okay?" Because nobody's ever heard a positive word come out of this woman's mouth in 50 years. I promise you. And I recently have become unemployed. So what I do is I go to Whole Foods and I just steal from the salad bar, because I put on a J. Crew flannel and some khakis, and they just look at me with the glasses and they just assume, okay, yeah, he's probably, like a med school student or something. He can take whatever he wants. It's great when racial profiling works the other way. It happens once or twice, a lifetime, but you got to take what you can get. The other thing is,
Oh, that's your time. Sorry.
Okay.
Please put your hands together for Raj, everybody.
Woo!
Yeah, y'all missed it at the beginning, and I tried to do it again at the middle, but I need to remember to say it again towards the end because there were a lot of new people. But since we have like 40 some comics, we keep it at 3 minutes. And then we'll do a bonus round really soon, and you'll have 1 more minute. Natalie has her little light in the window. So we've got 4 more, and then we're going to do our lightning round. So I'm really excited. On deck is Annalise. Yeah, I see you. Hi. Our next comedian, he's fantastic. He's hilarious. He's always telling jokes. You can find him on Instagram and YouTube, just telling them all the time. Please put your hands together. Welcome to the screen, Chino de Leon.
Yeah. Hey everybody, how the fuck are you doing?
Woo!
The whole thing you just did, KJ, that's me. That's me all day today. I was happy as hell this morning. Then I remembered I had kids, and I had a bit. I had some material I want to wear, but I guess I'm just try this. I don't know why, and it's just my fault. I'm not blaming no one. I take accountability. I need to really stop scrolling on Facebook through my news feed because I start seeing shit and then I forget that, hey, they don't think like me, so let me not force my thoughts onto them. That happened to me today, man. Like, I really fight my urges of not commenting. It's like, it's not even because I want to prove somebody wrong. It's just like, I don't want them to be uneducated about certain things. The uncertain thing today was gun laws. Nobody's out there going to take your fucking guns, man. I'm sorry. I'm pro gun. I am pro gun. Nobody's going to take your fucking. It's the Second Amendment behind freedom of speech. It's the second one, and I feel like it's almost become a fucking conspiracy now. It's been like decades. Like all my life, it's like every 4 years for election time, they're coming to get our guns, and you're gonna get this rant because somebody wrote today that they're gonna try to take our guns away, so we need to pile up. I'm like, hey, that's fine. I put my comment like, nah, I do it for collection. I literally what I said is, I think to say that you're getting a protection is for protection, I think is just bullshit. Because honestly, I never been. I live in the fucking ghetto. I am ghetto. I'm proud as hell of being ghetto. Not once have I ever feared for my fucking life. So Pedro from fucking Hamilton, New Jersey, the suburbs. Nobody's gonna rob you, dude. I'm sorry, I just named his name. So now y'all fucking know the guy's name is Pedro. I want to be a collector. Like I just want to be collecting guns and just no bullets, just the guns. Yeah, man. I'm sorry. That was my rant. That's my weekly rant. I'm gonna just start doing rants every Tuesday. I only got 3 minutes. It's like, I love y'all. I love you, Brooke. As always, you're fucking awesome. To all the usuals, what's up, family? And I'll see y'all next Tuesday. My name is Chino De Leon. Y'all have a great fucking night.
Oh, this is fantastic. So much fun. So cool. When you were saying that, I was thinking about me and Nick, we were talking about doing with all of you guys, if you would like to do a set swapping show where we could do different people's sets, like Chino could do like Danny set, or Alicia could do like Ira set, and like we would kind of like structure it as we go ahead of time. But because I was thinking like I got these unemployment jokes, but none of them are gonna work. Just fun when I see you all the time. We like all really get to know each other, and I think that a lot of us would have a lot of fun doing that. Am I right? Yeah. If that's something that you're interested in, what we're gonna put a sign up sheet up probably in the next few days. Just be looking out for it. We haven't picked a date or anything yet, so if you want, let us know. Okay. We've got 3 more. Nick is on deck. Speaking of him, our next comedian, she just been winning this stuff. So, man, I met her during improv. We did rap battles together. Then she does like her first open mic, and then she's doing this, and she's doing shows, and she's in this Right 10 Club, and I think she won it today. Every day they post like a prompt, just one little word, and they get to vote on who has the funniest jokes. Pretty cool. Please put your hands together for Annalise Wright.
Thanks, Brooke. I won it yesterday. I suck today. Anyway, that's how it goes. Sometimes you bonk. So guess what? You might be a single mom if your ideal partner is a 6'6" linebacker who scares your ex and intruders. You don't. It doesn't matter if he's hot. He just has to be compliant. Hulk smash. Hulk fuck up my ex. Hulk have sex. Okay. You might be a single mom if you don't care what your children destroy, as long as it's cheap and it keeps them occupied. My kids have destroyed all of my crafts. You're probably a single mom if, when somebody asks if you want to join the PTA, your answer is fuck no. That that is for those married bitches. So I quarantined this year so I could see my parents at Christmas. My mom was really happy I was coming until I told her I was bringing home a store-bought pie. She told me, straighten up and pie right. I'm like, good Lord. That's a play off the Nat King Cole song. So if y'all don't know it, you're probably not your ask your grandparents. Sorry. Okay. So my mom is a super picky person. She was a teacher and she'll use her teacher voice when she tells you what to do. So I'm anticipating a lot of this when I go home for Christmas. It'll be like, make sure you wrap those leftovers in the foil in the blue tin box, or flush twice and then jiggle the handle 3 times, or don't tell strangers about our relatives who are serial killers. That's actually that's true. Long story. Okay, so I think I'll leave you with that because I don't really have anything that's going to fill up the next 25 seconds. Thank you guys so much.
Keep it going for Annalise. Yeah, I said something about doing a show with Alicia, and I said something about doing one with Nick. And I think that if we take our slow, sweet time, little by little, we could all do one together. It's good for all of us to learn and do things like that. I don't want to overcommit myself, then I get overwhelmed and have anxiety. But for sure. Because there's a lot of fun things to try. Lots of fun things. Alicia, you are on deck. Our next comedian. He's fantastic. He is from Chicago. Please put your hands together for Nick Lindemann.
Hello, nice to be here. Thank you for having me. Having a great time as always. So this week, I'm going to try some of my shorter bits. Been a little bit of writer's block lately. Not really liking all my stuff. So I'm going to try some of my shorter bits. Number 1, here we go. Dad bod. Stop using the phrase dad bod. It's not their fault. You were husky when you knocked their mom up, and you damn well know it. You know, having kids has nothing to do with it. You know, Jonah Hill is childless. The Rock has plenty of kids. Dad has nothing to do with it. All right, moving right along. I heard a radio ad the other day for cosmetic gynecology. And I have absolutely no idea what that is, but I'd like to imagine that it involves googly eyes. That one was better. So went to see a financial planner not too long ago. I told him I didn't want to outlive my money. He suggested I take up smoking. It was a short meeting. Something I think is completely unnecessary. Are you aware that on the inside of the box of a condom, there's instructions and it says, do not reuse the condom? What kind of nasty motherfuckers are out there reusing condoms? Jesus, I don't even know anyone that likes putting a wet bathing suit back on. Right. Dated someone recently. I dated a pescatarian. In case you're not sure, that's someone who will eat seafood. So that's all the annoying parts about dating a vegan, but she still wants half your shrimp cocktail. It's delightful. I've been been online dating lately. Been a lot of dating apps. A lot of people are down on them, but I think they're actually pretty fantastic. I mean, if you had told 2005 Nick that he was going to be able to control this much of his dating life sitting on the toilet, he would have called you a goddamn liar right to your face. Here we are, brave new world. Isn't that exciting? So weed's been legal now recreationally in Illinois for about a year. I still haven't gone to a dispensary because I'm like my normal guy. The dispensary doesn't make house calls or sell cocaine every now and again. That's my quick bit. I know I was going to go under time. You guys have been fantastic. Hey, it's Christmas. Did anyone even fucking notice what the hell happened to this year? Anyway, stay safe, everyone. I'll see you all soon.
Thank you, Nick. Very, very fun. I'm trying to write down a couple jokes for the lightning round. I hope you all have a couple bullets in your gun. Is that an okay metaphor for that? I don't know. Our last comedian before we do lightning round, she's hilarious. She's from South Dakota. She has a holiday show coming up soon. Let's see if it's on here. Nope, it's not. So please put your hands together right now for Alicia Rain.
Hey. I had to move locales, so I'm in an echoey bathroom, but that's okay. Yeah, I lived in Los Angeles for like 10 years. I lived in Glendale, MacArthur Park, which one time I bought a single cigarette in that park. So I think that says something about that park. Yeah, it's like a lot of stray cats. Anyway, I lived in East LA. I lived in like all of these places. I called the cops once in like the 8 years that I lived in LA. I have lived in my very small town in South Dakota for a couple years, and I've called the cops 4 times. So it's just, it doesn't matter. Like, who knows? One time it was for dogs. Like there were 2 dogs in a car when it was -4 degrees outside. So I'm a bit of an animal lover. I was like, I can't have that on my walk to work. So anyway, that's my story. I don't want to tell you about the perv that I had to call the cops on a couple days ago, because I work at a library, and it's like books and then pervs. That's what a library consists of. So books, homeless, and pervs. So anyway, yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and see how much time I have, because I have no idea. Yeah, holiday time. It's that time of year where we celebrate the birth of the most famous zombie in the world. You know who I'm talking about. That's right, Elvis. Elvis is who I'm talking about. It's also that time of year where old men, mostly my grandfather and that random homeless dude who bummed cigarettes for me, where old men say this phrase, only 21 days until the fat man comes. And we all know who that holly jolly fat man is. Again, Elvis. Yes, of course. I don't know what's going on. And then, yeah, I'll just do my holiday impressions. This is my impression of Elf on the Shelf. I'm like over here now. And I'll save the rest for the last minute. Thank you.
That was funny. Please put your hands together for Alicia Rain. The silly impressions. I think she said she has more for us. Okay, so it's our lightning round. We're gonna get 1 minute apiece. It's random. You don't know who's next, what they're gonna say. If they're gonna it's so fun. It's just fun to watch their face when they're like, oh, it's my turn. And it could be their turn right now. Like I could like pin somebody right now and it's their time. Or like I could do it right now. And then they just have to do a set. And it's really fun. Okay. Are you ready for it? Yeah, okay. Just like, like, okay. Oh, I didn't even know that was a thing. Look, there's 2 of us. I can do this. How do I make it just you? There you go.
Where's the timer? Where's the timer? Don't start it yet. Oh my God, there it is. Okay, go. So I have a teenage son. He's exactly like the United States Supreme Court. He very, very begrudgingly accepts my right to exist. He is a typical white American teenager. He has his daily dose of Oreos, attitude, and Ritalin. He was first prescribed Ritalin when we'd been in the States for, I don't know, a couple of years, and we were living the American dream. I put on 30 pounds and he got an ADHD diagnosis. It was all we'd come for. But don't worry, I lost the weight. Yeah. Do you want to know how? Do you want to know how? Yeah.
Yeah.
Ritalin. Yeah, he's still hyper, but you know, he's got the patriarchy, so I get the drugs. That's it. Gino, vamos.
Just like on Lolita's teenage son, I do live every day with my daily marijuana, my daily food, and porn. Yeah, that's definitely getting watched at least once. I already know what I'm talking about. Yeah. Yeah, I did write some jokes about unemployment, but I'm gonna spare y'all because they're definitely not gonna work. Yeah. I've recently smoked with a dwarf, so I guess you can say I got a little high.
Oh.
Yeah. My name is Chino De Leon. Y'all have a great night.
Great guy.
All right. So I won a rock, paper, scissors contest once. It was on a goat farm. There are goats, llamas, a bunch of elephant. Like it was like this rich guy's farm with like exotic animals, palooza. So before I started the rock, paper, scissors contest, I ate a bunch of Altoids. And so everyone's cheering me on. There's 400 people there. Rock, paper, scissors, go. Rock, paper, scissors, go. And all of a sudden, so many people are cheering me. And it turns out he tells me about right before the final round that the Altoids were each like a tab of acid. And I took about 6 of them. And so all the llamas and the goats and everything I just said, I just made that whole thing up. I was fucking blasted out of my mind.
Nice.
Hi.
Oh my God, I just had porn on my mind. I'll admit to that shit. Yeah, Playboy. We opened it up, me and my, I won't say who, but we opened it up and it was like this beautiful girls and they were all painted up, even the duff, you know? And we were like, we can do that. Why not? My cameras out in the open. My dad found them and he was like, oh my God, I'm going to jail for this shit. I'm like, what do you mean? I was inspired. You get older. We were the ones with the porn. We were 2 girls, latchkey fucking kids. All you want, no parents. Come on over after 4, motherfuckers. And then when I married my sailor, match made in fucking porn heaven. Honey, go grab a burrito and a porn, top shelf. VHS
time.
Hey, so I dropped my smartphone in the water the other day, and they say you're supposed to immerse it in a bag of rice and it'll fix it. I did that, but I forgot all about it, and I ended up having smartphone fried rice for dinner. Yeah. Hey, and do you know that Joan of Arc's sister invented the fire extinguisher? That's right. Yeah. Okay. So we call 2 ants. We call 2 ants who run away to get married. Antelope. Antelope. Okay, I'll finish off with this song here.
Yeah. Oh.
Okay, thank you. That's my time.
Oh gosh.
it loud enough.
So when I was 22 years old, it was 2012, and I had had a rough few years, so I decided to try BDSM. It went great for a while, and I thought, okay, I'll be a dominant. But as seasonal affective disorder started kicking in, I started saying things like, how can I dominate you if I can't even dominate my depression? So I stopped and decided to try role play instead. And everyone knows I like Doctor Who. So like the person I was seeing at the time was like, oh, Dr. Hable. And I was like, I can't do this. Both my parents are PhD college professors. So they were both named Dr. Hable. So anyways, thank you.
You know, I've been eating really the wrong things lately, so I figured I'd start some diets. First one's out of France. It's called the weed diet. You only eat brie and baguettes, and you smoke tons of weed. The weed diet. Then the next one is by far the cheapest diet. It's called the dollar bill diet. And every meal you have, you basically just eat a dollar bill. That's it. You're eating your money, but it's only $1 a lunch. You just chew that shit right up. Then you got the Zoom diet, and you only eat while you're on Zoom doing open mics. And well, wow, we're all gonna get fat, man. We're all doing it all the time. And my last one is called the vocab diet. You literally eat your words. You're gonna die because your words have no like real matter to them. You know, they're just fucking words, and you're eating nothing. And yeah, you're gonna die.
Oh, it's me. Oh, hi. Hello. The holidays, right? The holidays. Gosh, they just remind me of panic attacks. Everybody, anyone else have a lot of panic attacks during the holidays? Like, come on, clean up. You gotta wrap this present. You gotta wrap that present. The pie isn't done. Like, who left that in the oven? And like, oh my goodness. So I'm actually like kind of glad that they kind of want to, not have too much of a holiday this year because of the terribleness. Like then we can just have peace and quiet, and maybe I'll meet on Zoom for a dance party. That wasn't a joke. I have a couple here. The coolest dick pic I ever got was a panoramic. Right? Wow, that was cool. That was cool. A little scary, but pretty cool. All right, let's get me out of here.
Ooh, okay. So, interesting fact. The Mormons who go door to door, that's my fault. My ancestors were some of the people who signed off as witnesses to the Book of Mormon. They are the reason part of the reason we have Mormons and people going door to door. But my relatives were the smart ones. They left the religion before everybody made it to Utah. Unfortunately, they didn't tell everybody else that it was a damn religion. All right, that's my time. Thank you so much. Have a great night, guys.
I'm a huge absolute confession. I'm a cheater on video games like nobody's business. I'm that bitch ass bitch who can't play worth a shit. But I'll roll with you. I'll just make you lose because I'm really bad. But I'm here to cruise in that GTA. I will shoot it out, but you will count because we're gonna lose. So that's cool. Anybody? No, I just don't. It's because like I don't want a real experience. I want to succeed.
That was awesome.
So let me use all the mods to fucking succeed. No one else. Okay, again. I asked my therapist. Oh wait, I don't have one. So I'm seeking a therapist. Looking at the sliding scale, right? And the issue is that I need like I need a whole ass electric sliding scale. Like I need a sliding scale. And they're willing to do a very minimal scale. Sister out. Bye.
Hey. So this is my impression of Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. Okay, Rudolph. Quit making fun of me. Whatever, Donner. This is my impression of local South Dakota celebrity Laura Ingalls Wilder, Miss Little House herself. Laura Ingalls Wilder. It's like really cold here. That's that. And then this is my two Maries. Okay, this is my impression of Marie Curie. Why is my skin green? And then, like Marie Antoinette, I'm gonna be headed out. Alicia Rain.
So one of the more affirming things ever, besides hormones and getting my name changed, to me as a trans woman, is when creepy guys end up in my inbox that like affirms me as a woman, because it's nothing like more affirming for them to treat me, a trans woman, just like they would treat any cis woman ever. You know, because I'm mostly attracted to women anyway, but I love when men try to hit me up and they try to holler at me. They're like, hey girl, hey, yo, listen, can I holler at you for a second? Can I holler at you? Then I want to let them have it, like, what's good, nigga? And then their dick is just like a deflated tire, just Right. It's a good thing hormones won't change my voice. Good night, everybody. Oh my.
So great.
He muted.
Merry Christmas. Woo! Thanks for having me, Brooke. Merry Christmas,
So
everyone.
fun, so fun.
Oh God, just cut the Zoom already. The show's over. I can't top anything that just came. Just pack it up. That's the show. Everyone. Okay.
You can't top it, but you can bottom it.
Oh yeah, I'm definitely okay. I'm gonna tell you about one of my guilty pleasures. It's this band called Death in June. Now, before I get into it, I will just say that their music, nothing about their music is inherently problematic, but they as people are problematic. They are gay Nazis. Yes, that's it. They are gay Nazis. But they wrote a paper about how they're not gay Nazis. You know, they wrote a paper like, "Oh, we're not like that. We just attract the wrong crowd." But then they also say things like, "I only suck white, uncircumcised dick." And it's like, come on, why'd you even write the paper? What's the point? Their music's really good, but I only listen on Spotify because they pay the least.
I mean, like, if they're Nazis, you really shouldn't listen to their music. But
Yeah, but
I mean,
if you
we're
listen on
probably listening
Spotify,
to
they don't get any money from you.
probably most of the mainstream media and music is Illuminati anyway. So,
And
anywho,
they're
that's
probably
been our mic, everyone. That was a lot of fun. We had how many comedians? A lot from Chicago. Woo! Yeah, that was awesome. People on the live stream said thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you, Natalie. Thank you, Ira. Thank you, KJ and Ian and Mox. and Virginia and Stephanie and Annalise and Chino and Raj and Lolita and David and Alicia and Danny and everyone that was here earlier. Oh, we do this every Tuesday. Thank you so much.